Get ready for takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're listening to Look Who's Ranting Now with your host, the baddest man in the podcast land, Artiste Cologne.
You know who it is. It's the baddest man in the podcast land, Artiste Cologne. And of course, joining me tonight and every night for 4 seasons in a row, it's the baddest producer in all the world right here. It's my cousin, Mr. Boom, in the building. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. I'm enjoying the night. We already been having fun before the show even started.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to Angel for that too. And of course, diagonally for me, YourGoodKarma. How you doing?
I am doing awesome. And as always, guys, if you're not following me on all social media, you can follow me there at YourGoodKarma _.
No doubt. Listen, it's season 4. We got some different segments. You know what I'm saying? Like the first one that's coming up. But I did want to shout out to the podcast and to the people that listen. Listen, to return with us for season after season. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
This show is not a show unless you have an audience. So shout out to Just Angel, Made Man, Like a Bug. You know, all the folks that have been here with us. Mr. Grin there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. I really appreciate it.
Really rocking with us.
Yeah, y'all make it a show. Definitely. Y'all ready to get into this this new segment?
We ready.
Let's do it.
Yeah, boy!
It's time for Is It Just Me? On Look Who's Ranting Now.
All right, we got. Yeah, y'all can't tell me y'all like that, John. Yeah, she sound good on there, right?
Yes.
Brand new segment on the show. Is it just me? Well, we go around the room.
It's just you in this case.
It was just
Hey,
you.
Mr. Eli.
Definitely. Shout out to Mr. Eli too. He's been here before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, returning customer. We like that. We like that here.
We
But
love
yeah,
it.
brand new segment. Is it just me? And we go around the room starting with the phrase, "Is it just me?" And you correlate that to whatever however you feel. But for me, I wanted to say this, and before y'all judge me on it, let me get the whole thing out, because I know it sounds crazy on the first part.
Oh, Lord.
Is it just me, or are high school kids as big as fucking adults? And I mean huge. Before you think I'm talking about girls, I'm talking about dudes. I seen this kid in the parking lot. I go take my daughter to school every day, pick her up. I seen this dude. He had to be grown, but he had a backpack on. So I'm like, this is you go to school with my child? Like, what is you doing here? I automatically thought he got left behind or something. Huge dude, full beard, grown man looking kind of guy. And I couldn't believe this is a high schooler. I don't remember anybody from my high school time being that grown looking.
Stocky and big like that, right?
Yeah.
I was watching a video recently where
With a Minecraft shit on.
listen,
Had the nerve to have a Minecraft.
and
backpack.
the whole debate was like, you can't say kids look grown. Like, if you say kids look grown, then you're like looking at them in a way. And I'm like,
that's why I prefaced
and I'm
that
like,
first.
no, you're not. Like, they literally look like adults.
They do.
Like, they literally look grown. Real quick story time. So I'm somewhere, right? A guy comes up to me. He looked like he about 25. No lie. Trying to holler at me, right? And I'm like, oh, how old are you? I'm 19. Boy, if you don't get the fuck away from me. He did not look 19.
Wow.
Like, he looked like he was 25.
It looked grown.
I'm not sexualizing this person. He looks grown. I
Word.
don't know what it is. I don't know I don't know if it's the food, the hormones. I don't know what it is, but they definitely look grown.
They do, right?
They do.
So it's not just me. I want to hear from somebody who's on the line or who wants to call in and talk about this. Like, do you notice that too? That high schoolers are just that much bigger. And here's another way to notice it. Like, high school sports, like football, is on TV now. It was never really like that before. Them dudes look like not like college players, like pro players.
Mm-hmm.
They are huge. I mean, big ass dudes.
I mean, really, really big.
yeah.
Tall, stocky. Like they have this one guy, he's like 6'6", 285 pounds in the 10th grade.
In the 10th grade. What you gonna do with him?
Like, bruh, I know your mama can't whoop you. Like whooping's not even gonna work.
Mama.
Like you gonna break the belt.
What if he picking on your son? What you finna do with that boy?
You ain't doing nothing.
You know what I'm
with
saying?
him.
Because if you beat on him, you go to jail. He's a
Right.
minor.
Right.
And chances are you ain't gonna whoop him anyway. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then he whoop on you and you just embarrassed.
Very
A
embarrassed.
16-year-old just beat your ass.
And like you don't know. And then these kids like they talk grown. Like you don't know if you're rolling up on a adult or a kid sometimes.
You don't even
she
know.
only 17. Well, she was talking to me like she was 21.
There you go. And they
So-
playing all that GTA and shit, and they think life is a game.
They do.
And I hate to sound like an old person, but they think it's a game. I'ma just hop out, shoot. No, you going to jail, sir.
I'm like, he was killed a minor. He was acting real
He was
grown.
acting grown.
He was
You know what I'm
acting real
saying?
legal.
Because in that parking lot, it get wild. They like to cut folks off and, yell out the window. And I'm like, you don't want to do that with me, though. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
forgot you fight
16.
kids though.
Well, I hit them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do the dirty work out here.
Mr.
But
Eli
I won't do that in
said,
front of my daughter.
I'ma shoot his ass.
If he's 6'6", 280, and he's 16 years old, here's what I'm not going to be on World Star. Getting my ass kicked around, and I'm not no Cat Williams. You ain't finna get the stomping.
Wait, that video of Cat Williams was so funny. I go back and watch it every now and again. And him
You
getting
not gonna
stomped
Cat
out by
Williams
some
me.
kids.
By some kids.
Listen, what's the guy name that we talked about last time? You said he's talking about the fake gangsters. What's his name?
Charleston White
Charleston White made a
for president.
very good point. He said, you know what? I would like say somebody knocked me out and I get up and there's nothing but cameras in my face. I'm shooting everybody with a camera.
With the camera. I heard him say that.
Because y'all the ones doing damage. Not
That's
the
the
guy that
bullying.
knocked me out.
Yeah, because the ass whooping's over. It's the shit you got to live for forever online.
Forever online.
Put your phone down. You know what I'm saying?
Forever online.
Yeah.
Right? And I thought that was a great point.
Really good one.
Like
I seen this lady, this video recently about this woman who was getting water thrown on her. Did y'all see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me
and
about it.
She tried to break up like the street racing thing by parking her car in the middle, so they couldn't.
Is that
do
what she was doing?
Yeah, she was breaking up the street
Okay,
racing thing.
so then she got what was coming for her. Mind your business.
Boom, they playing. Well, they got what was coming for them too. It ended with, them throwing water on her. She walked back to her car. She was surrounded by all these people that are throwing water bottles with no cap on it. You know what I'm saying? Full of water. Could have hit her, could have hurt her. She reached in her back seat, grabbed a gun, and let one off into the crowd. Now, a lot of folks said it was excessive, and all of this, but she's a woman by herself, surrounded by people throwing water bottles that are full of water. If you've ever been hit with a full water bottle thrown by a grown man, tell you, shit's serious.
Yeah.
She didn't have no business parking in the middle of that. Them, what people trying to race. And then she went up and down. Did she like drive up and turn around and
Yeah,
came
she
back?
turned around and rammed her car into the shit she did afterwards. Maybe excessive.
Her life was not in danger. She could have got in her car and left. They was mostly trying to tell her get away from here.
Right.
I seen
right.
police officers get thrown.
But they got riot gear on and
No,
shields.
but I'm
and-
saying a police officer one time put up to I guess like a water fight. They was trying to shut it down, and everybody started throwing water like with their water guns and the balloons at the police officers. They got back in the car and left. Like they ain't trying to deal with that. And now she's trying to save the streets. What is she doing?
In her
Too
Medea
much.
voice, she said, "Play with the popo hole."
Call the police
Don't
and
play
file a
with me.
complaint. You ain't got to be in the middle of that.
Doing too
No doubt.
much.
Yeah.
I got one.
Okay, let's do it.
Listen, so is it just me or like everything they told us growing up was a lie?
Shit.
Like there is not one thing that I can name that they was like, when y'all get older, things are gonna be like this and they're gonna be like this, and if you do this, you get this, and all of it was a facade. All of it was bullshit. Like
Mhm.
there's certain things you prepare for, get a job, go to work and all this. But the way we living in these times, nothing when we were younger applies.
None
And
of that.
everybody's out this motherfucker winging it. Nobody got it together.
Mm.
Nobody got this shit right. And I'm just like, everything y'all motherfuckers said when I was younger was a lie.
Mm.
Everything. Like, I'm a woman of a certain age. And I know people older than me, and them motherfuckers is winging it too. Like, where was the guidance? I know, like,
Boy,
and
you ain't
listen,
lying.
I don't care if it was a 2-parent household, they was wealthy with it. It don't matter. Even if you got money, motherfuckers is out here lost. And that's because growing up, everything y'all said was a damn lie. Everything. Or maybe the times is just so crazy that there was no preparing us for what we going through. I don't know.
I'm gonna agree with you and say that I would say my mother at 35, it was way more like, you know what I'm saying? Like mature, had us, you know what I'm saying, than I am at 35.
What is that about? I feel like my mama was like like my mom, my dad, like they just had it.
They had rules.
I like,
yeah.
and I'm like, damn, when am I?
But
How
maybe
did I
they
get
was
here?
too busy working, you know, like providing a certain type of lifestyle or whatever. But after 18, who you are, in the words of my man Razzman, it's really on you. Like, we can, the same way we use the internet to search out twerking videos or whatever, we can seek some knowledge.
Yeah,
And then we just
absolutely.
choose not to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like, let me see another one of these, another funny one. Make me laugh.
Right.
We want to be entertained more than we want to be edified. And I think that has a lot to do with it.
So can we blame it on the internet and the era of technology and the age of information, right? Because like you say, you can seek out information and knowledge, but there's too much information at this point.
There's a lot. It's hard to know what's true. Like if you
Right.
search how to be a millionaire, you're going to get a billion videos.
And a couple scams. It'd be like,
and
just
a
give
few
me some money.
Just give me
And I can make you a
$19.99 and I'll
millionaire.
teach you the way, you know. But how many of us have watched at least 100 of those to try to be sure? You know what I'm saying? You get scammed one time, you're like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? There's no
Yeah.
way. One of those got to be right. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
you know what also doesn't help is like your parents' blueprint does not work in
not
this
for
life.
this time.
It does not work. So
Not for this
like
time.
I feel people when they be like, well, I just don't know how to get to what I'm trying to do because the things that we're trying to do, a lot of it is innovative and new, right? Like if you're trying to become an entrepreneur, your parents weren't. Your parents' motto might have been the Army, or their blueprint was the Army, and they successful because they did 27 years, so they straight, right? My mom was Marine, my dad was in the Army. They got free healthcare and all this other kind of stuff. I wasn't doing that shit. Right? So if what I want to do is different, I don't have a blueprint. So like you said, I can look it up, but that person could live in Kentucky and their blueprint is totally different than me living in Tennessee.
That whole bootstrap mentality and pick yourself up, dust yourself off. Like, you have to find what works in today's society because it's different. You know, it's real different.
Very.
Back then, you got a nursing degree, you was guaranteed to be set for life.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And you're good to go.
With the LPN. Them LPNs used to make money. Now they pay them $16 an hour.
Come on now. They phasing them out.
Doing the same
unless
thing.
you take a travel assignment, then they
make some money, right?
Yeah. I mean, that was the thing back in the day. Go to school for 4 years, get your bachelor's in something, and you was going to be good.
Bachelor's ain't that. You getting $10 with a bachelor's.
Until I was 22 and had a friend of a friend, who had a doctorate in psychology and worked at Kroger's. You know what I'm saying?
That's ridiculous.
Went to school. By the time she graduated, it was, you don't have any experience.
Absolutely.
And the position that they offered her was like $11, $12 an hour. And she was like, I went to school for 8 years. I got all these loans. I can't take that. You know what I'm saying?
But ended up having to work at Kroger though.
Overnight stocking. Because it paid $1 more.
I got one more.
And she had loans to pay. That shit fucked up.
But
they told her, go to school, get your education, come out, get a job. You right.
That blueprint don't work no more.
That shit don't work no more.
Because they do what you say they do. Move the goalposts.
Move the goalposts. There it is.
The goalposts always gonna move.
First you needed education, now you need experience. Nigga, which one is it?
Which one is it? And even with that, they might still pick over you. You just never know. Here's my other one. I know we got to move on.
Yeah. No. Good.
So, is it just me or like you could be 46, but to your parents, you still 12. And I just do not understand it. Like, my parents will call and chump me off. Like, I'm literally like a little girl. Like, I don't ask y'all for anything. I'm very grown. I've been off the porch and on my own since I was 19, They don't give a damn. Like, they will call and chump me off about the smallest things. Like, my dad called me and lectured me for 45 minutes because I texted instead of called. Sir, it's not that serious. It's not that. He gave me a 45-minute lecture and asking me questions during the lecture. So, what if I died on the side of the road? Were you gonna text or call? Like, how would you know? I'm like, I hope your wife would call and tell me, but she don't like to call. She can call me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it bothers me that you just will never grow up. Like, I'm a grown woman. Why you talking to me like this, bro? I didn't say that, of course. I'm on the phone like, yes, sir. And it just makes me feel 12. And that is just eerie to me.
I don't know. I love going to Delaware, to my mother's house and feeling 12. And waking up to, banana pancakes and
that's
and
cute when it's
breakfast
like
and
that,
all
but
of
not
that
when they
shit.
going off on you.
I like the 12 shit. Because you know what? In this world, everybody treat me like 30 fucking 5. You know what I'm saying? Where's my payment at? Where's my money?
Yeah.
Fix this, fix that. You a man. You can do it. That's the only place where I can be a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I go there. I just want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Here's Like a Bug's take. She said, I normally don't mind, but I don't like it when it happens in front of my child because then my authority is undermined. Oh, grandparents good for that. Grandparents are good for letting the grandchildren know, like, I got both of y'all. Like, both of y'all are kids to me, So I think in certain things, it's cool, but other times, man, I be like, look, bro, I'm 35.
35, yeah.
I'm big 35. I don't ask y'all for nothing.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't care. And then look, still be threatening me. I'll whoop your ass. Like, come on, bro. Like, you not like like, you know what I'm saying? I'll whoop me. You know what I'm saying? Like I knock you upside your head. Why? Like
they could though.
They could, and I'm not gonna do anything, of course. Like if
I
wanted to, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna play this for him and make sure you hear
please,
you talking all this
Lord,
shit.
Please don't.
Nah, I'm messing with you.
Have me on the phone crying. Yes, sir.
No, I didn't say that. That's real talk though. Y'all ready to jump into Slap a Cap?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
It's time for Slap or Cap on your favorite podcast. Look who's ranting now. Don't forget to send your show ideas, topics you want to hear, and questions to artistecologne@gmail.com.
It's Slap or Cap, hope.
Drop it in the chat and vote Slap or Cap.
It's Slap or Cap, hope. It's Slap or Cap, hope.
It's time for Slap a Cap, and y'all know this is my favorite, absolute favorite segment of the show, where we play sound clips and you, the listener, get to vote in the chat. Slap if you agree, Cap if you disagree, and our amazing producer has Slap a Caps. Before we get into that, we'll get things situated for a second. Boom, how was your week, man? Over the past week. I don't get to interview you much.
My week was great.
Boom is messy. I don't care how his week was.
My week was
Is he
great.
messy?
I was supposed to go out of town, but I stayed in town.
You've been going off on me all show. Nobody care about that week ass.
That was before the show took place.
No, you said I was ashy one lie.
You was ashy.
Oh,
you brought it
he's
back up.
lying.
Why you got that lotion right next to you? You just try to moisturize before
Now
the
you
show.
see what I'm saying?
Now, see, I tried to interview
He's
Boom.
trying to set up a
You
whole
didn't-
scenario.
You didn't want to let
Lotion
grown
right
folks
next to you.
But
talk.
why this lotion was right here?
Wait,
Because what's the real reason it was here?
Because you was ashy.
No.
And every time you come to the show, you ashy, and you like, oh.
Every time.
Yeah, that's why you
Now
keep
y'all
the bottle.
hear him?
That's why you keep the bottle right
Y'all
next to you.
hear him?
What's that?
He's
Damn.
capping. Put the cap button. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
I mean, why is we
Man.
have a big bottle of
I
right next
left
to
it
you?
here last time.
You
When
was
we were
ashy when you
starting,
came
no,
in.
I was not.
you
No,
really-
I was
You
not.
take this gallon of
No,
lotion
I
and
was
shit
not.
ready
I
to go.
finished getting ready over here. I was not ashy,
Oh,
love.
okay. So you didn't have to moisturize. Is what you're saying?
I had moisturize, but moisturizing doesn't mean ashy. I moisturize every day.
Okay.
Should not be ashy.
To not be ashy, not saying that I was starting at ashy.
But today you started ashy.
No, I did not.
Okay, you see when you laugh because you
Put
know.
the clock on you. Put the clock on you.
Can't nobody clock me.
Tick, 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 tick.
He ain't gonna tick himself, right?
It's okay. A little ashy don't hurt nobody.
Tick his ass.
Hey, ashiness don't stop no show.
Tick his ass.
All right,
Yeah.
so enough
What-
about me.
What Miss Pearly say? Got a nigga that like it.
Nah, but man, my weekend was good. You know, chilling, ready for this next weekend. You know, just
No
I was
doubt.
looking forward to the weekend to turn up and spend time with friends. How was your weekend?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Can't complain, man. Been watching The Walking Dead. Like they put it on Netflix. I'm in season 4 already.
You got a lot of seasons to go.
Yeah. So if you limping out in the street, don't walk up on me. I know headshots will put you down.
You end up walking.
I've been
dead.
watching too much of that
Right.
shit. Yeah. Watching too much. People that limp make me nervous now. Like,
Oh my God! Not
Don't
you scared
limp.
of disabled people, like dude.
don't drag your feet and none of that shit, and don't make no sounds. Don't grunt too much. Nigga might hit you. You know. But
Right.
joining the show here, we got I don't want to say your whole thing to
KJ. What you
All
KJ.
day.
Yeah, there you go.
All
we got
day.
KJ in here.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm like,
There you go. Welcome
Cherry
back.
Lady
Welcome.
Diva's her name.
Cherry Lady Diva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
About to say
me.
your government. I was like, I ain't gonna do that.
They know who she is too.
They know who she is too. Okay, okay. And of course, joining us, man, is the player from the Himalayas, y'all. Chef Magix is back in the house, man. It's been a while,
It
man.
has, man. It feels good to be back.
Man,
Welcome
I'm glad.
back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, man. We needed y'all. We got some fresh topics. Slapper Cap is about to begin, so y'all caught it at the right time.
Perfect. Yeah, we definitely walked in at the right time, talking about the bottle and everything. I just heard you ashy, this, that. Oh, okay, perfect. Let me sit
You
down.
need some lotion too?
I don't know.
I'll take
you know what I'm
some.
saying? I
She
ain't
got all the
above it.
lotion
I
over
can
there.
admit it. I
She
can
got
admit
all
it.
the lotion over there. Hey, can you
Right.
pass Maggie some lotion, Karma?
Throw me some. Throw me some lotion.
Oh, you need all that lotion?
Nope.
Spritz me. Just spritz me real quick.
Oh, you done made a man now. Look
Nope.
what you
Dang.
did.
Is that
See what happens.
See what happens.
We talking about
Mess-
ashiness again.
Now, can you Magic get some of that lotion though, for real?
Can we get the slapper cap though?
We about to.
Yeah.
Passing the bottle.
I don't know if he really
Did he
wants
really
that.
want
Pass the bottle. We-
Some,
Oh, we passing. Not
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yeah,
prefer other.
Now let's see. Look, y'all see that big ass bottle? Hey, show the camera.
Oh,
You see that
please.
big ass bottle? How she?
Oh please! If y'all got little bottles, then y'all need to do better.
Hey, who goes around with a whole house bottle?
Me?
This is your travel size?
No, I came from home.
Oh,
She
okay.
be asking usually at the beginning of the show, and then she like,
Boy,
camera about to
this
come on.
cat-
This guy.
We gonna leave this.
Smell good.
I'm finna hit the
Yeah,
clock.
yeah.
I'm finna
That
reach
cherry
over.
almond.
It's the good lotion. It's
You
the
right.
good lotion.
You
Get
right.
What
you
you said?
some.
Somebody said what cherry what?
And I see it. Nah, she be asking.
What's the name of it? Cherry what though?
Cherry almond.
Say it one more time.
Cherry.
Okay.
almond.
She caught it.
She caught it. That's it.
All right, we're ready for.
Our first slapper cap.
We've been ready.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, but you been running your mouth. All right, here we go.
It's a different feeling when your doorbell rings today opposed to 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago, your doorbell rang, that was a happy moment in your house. It's called company. Now your doorbell rings? It's like, what the fuck? Right? You have to turn and ask your family, you invite anybody over? You invite anybody over? There's always that person upstairs that didn't hear the bell. They come walking down. What the hell is going on? Get the hell down. Somebody's outside. They're at the door. I think they saw movement. You can't stop by anybody's house anymore. If you do, you have to call from the driveway.
That's a major slap right there. Slapper cap. A ring at the doorbell ain't the same today like it
No.
was before.
Not
Not
at
at all.
all.
Nah, you
No,
get
you
cannot-
nervous.
Do not come knocking at my door. You will not get an answer.
I'm telling you.
I
I'm
ain't
finna
get
look
a
on the
call
camera.
or nothing. I'm not
Yeah.
answering the door. I
And
don't
he
know who that
said
is.
he said call in driveway. No, call on your way.
On your way,
Don't
yeah.
wait
Call
till you get to
before you
driveway.
even
Yeah,
get
no.
on your
I'm
way.
finna
Don't
say,
play
exactly.
yourself.
Call
Right.
before you leave.
Like, call me when you
so
start
you don't
thinking
waste-
about coming.
Yeah, don't waste your time. Like,
But why are we like that now? What do you think's changed or made it to where like society now, you can't just pop up over a friend's house? And
I
be
don't
like,
know.
Yo, what's
Maybe
up?
the phones, because back in the day they didn't have phones, so like all you had to pop up, like you know.
Agree.
And then I think back in the day too, we were more of a village. Like families live, like everybody in your neighborhood, you really knew them. Now we don't do neighbors. Like your
that's
neighbors
true.
there, but y'all don't talk. Like back in the day, you could go to your neighbor house across the street, down the driveway. It's not like that anymore.
But if
Right.
it's a friend's house, it should be cool, right?
Nah, I love you,
think-
but
I don't know. I ain't gonna say there ain't no friends, and if they did just pull up, then I would be cool with it. There's plenty of them that I would. You know, of course, boom, come knock on my door. I'm a little like, what the fuck, boom? Ah! You know what I mean?
Man.
I
Of
wouldn't do
course.
all that. But I let him know, like, yeah, you gotta go. My vibe would be off.
Damn.
Ooh.
Damn.
Like,
But
don't just-
there's nobody though that can knock on your door that would like pick your spirits up to be like, oh my God, I'm
For
so
a
glad to see
moment, but
them.
he'd be like, "What you doing all the way over here?"
Or just
it's
why
better.
didn't you call me? Or why didn't you let me
It's
know?
better
I
when
think
it's expected.
Yeah, I think out of respect, you should let somebody know, like, hey, I'm in the air, I'm about to swing by or something like that. If there's no communication the whole day and then you just pop up, that's kind of disrespectful because whatever I was about to get into,
Right.
or if I was
Yeah.
gonna nap, now I can't nap. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But now, I know somebody who will pop up, but
Sure will.
they'll pop up while I'm
Sure
working,
will.
so it's okay. And if I don't answer, they got a key, so it's like, it's best. to
Oh, well,
just
when they
open
got
the
a key,
door.
that's not really popping up. They got a key.
Yeah.
That's the
I
one
I mean, they can
person
still
who
pop
do
up
that.
though. You know.
They got a key. It's no popping up at that
Nah,
point.
yeah.
Well,
The pop
I
up
mean-
came with the key. Like,
But I
you
mean-
got a key at that point. It's like,
It's
you know.
the key is a luxury though. You still got to respect the time.
Nah,
That's
yeah.
the thing.
He
Yeah.
never done like a pop up like that. We communicated. He was like, I was in the area, and then he like stopped by and helped me handle some business. But
No doubt.
I appreciate the heads up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I think everybody
Hey.
agreed that was a slap, huh?
That's a slap, right?
Let's count it.
So what
Let's
about
count
They
the
it up.
said
call?
in the chat.
What about the
Unanimous.
call versus the text thing? I hear that debate a lot.
If you get a
Like,
response via text, cool. If you don't get a response via text, then you better call because you can't be like, I sent you a text an hour ago. I don't know if you got it.
no, I mean like preference. Like, are y'all people that prefer folks to call you
oh,
when they want something or just text it?
I prefer text, honestly, but I'm not
Text.
against calling me. I'm not
Gotcha.
against it.
That's what's
For
up.
me,
Depends on the person.
for me, it depends
Yeah.
on whether you got
Yeah.
shit to talk about or not. If you ain't talking about
Pretty
nothing
much.
and you like, hey, I'm like, hey, what's up?
Right, it's dead.
Nothing. Just call. You could just text
Get
that.
off
You
my
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Or like the people
Yeah.
that call you, they're like, hey, hold on, then talking in the background. I'm hanging up.
Yeah. If
Whatever
Yeah.
you wanted, it wasn't that imperative to be calling
And
me.
if you
You
want something
busy.
specific, like,
Damn.
hey, don't forget to place that order, and that's all you want to tell me,
Right.
that could have been a text. It's
Right.
kind of like
Gotcha.
having meetings at work that could have been an email. Same thing about
Okay.
calling me when you could just send a text.
It's
'cause you
only
just limited
call
it.
when it's important.
Well, not
I don't
only
know,
call,
like,
but
I
we're
feel
going
you.
to have a conversation and go back and
Yeah,
forth like a little
right.
dialogue. Not when you just want to tell me to do something,
Right.
and once I do it, we're done with the conversation.
Right, and then we got to figure out how to get off the phone.
Yeah, like,
It's
oh, hey,
awkward.
Don't you hate those conversations
Yeah.
where you feel like in life you're backing away slowly from somebody, like putting that distance to let them know, like, all right,
I don't
You
feel
know,
like
it's
that. I'd be like, well,
ended.
all right, I'm about to go.
Conversation
yeah,
is
you're kind of
ended.
slowly, indirectly setting
Yeah.
that standard. Look, man, you need to text me.
got you.
You can't call me.
I was like, man, I gotta go outside and water the grass real quick.
I gotta go outside and watch it rain.
There you go.
My
But that one
dog
was a
driving.
slap.
That's right.
Yep. Man. So it's a slap though.
Definitely.
All right, let's jump into our second slapper cap.
This girl said, why can't women enjoy themselves on social media? Let me tell you why. The world responds to who you tell them you are, okay? The universe responds to who you really fucking are. If you go out your house every fucking day with a police uniform on, and you're not a fucking police officer, and if somebody get into some bullshit at the gas station, your ass standing there with a police outfit on, and they run up to you, why the fuck is you mad?
Right.
If you going outside every day with a clown costume on, somebody coming to you want clown shit to happen, why the fuck are you mad? You the one got the clown costume on. Right? You got to live for the world you in, not the motherfucking world you want to be in. The world you are in treats you according to how you fucking carry yourself. You live in America where everything is being judged. You understand what I'm saying? You can only know people from the perception that you meet them. Anybody ever told you the first impression is the motherfucker?
Listen, I'm gonna call this a slap. Slapper cap here. You will be judged by your post.
Yeah.
People will assume this is who you are. You post a lot of, I don't fuck with these type of people. I don't fuck with these type of people. I'm assuming you don't fuck with these type of people.
Oh, well, of
I
course.
mean,
And
you know.
if you put it like that, slap.
Yeah,
But he
like-
initially said why women can't enjoy themselves. I don't know how that tied into what he
He's
said.
Well, he
Yeah.
was probably
Snatching.
saying like in a sense, like I guess a woman that said, "Why can't I just post whatever I want? Why are you judging me by this?" Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? And he's
Yeah.
like, "You can post whatever you want, but if you're gonna act a clown and then get mad when clown shit come towards you,
Then
Don't do
I
that.
got you. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
slap.
Yeah, like what else do you have to go off of? If I've never met you, I don't know you. I'm going off what you give me. This is
That's
what
it.
you chose to present to me, to allow me to see from you. And if it's some clown shit, all right, you accept your clown shit. Like you said, you reap what you sow.
It's
Mr.
you.
Eli said that sound like Razzman. The guy on the clip, it does, because that's how
It
Razzman.
do sound like
Does
that.
it?
I think it was the aggression in his voice when he first
That
started
That definitely
talking.
sound like
Snappy.
Yeah, for sure.
He don't be aggressive, man. Just up excessive. No.
Mr. Eli no Razzman.
he about to show up in a minute.
I
He about to
know.
Listen, we gonna remind
And we
him.
all gonna be done talking.
Oh, show's over
Yeah,
there. Right?
it's a wrap.
He's very opinionated, no doubt, no doubt. But is that a slap? Anybody disagree with that? How about just Angel? You want to call in or unmute yourself? We'd like to hear from you. You know, anybody got a different stance on that? As far as whether or not you believe, you know, you're going to be judged by your post.
She put a slap in the comments.
I
Slap?
mean,
Okay, so
you
slap.
got to like, why are you posting it then? You know,
If it ain't you.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what is
Hey,
it for
Tony
then?
Lee.
Yeah, if you post pro-Trump stuff, I'm going to assume you a supporter.
Or else you capping.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
And I sure ain't fooling with you after that.
So when you post what you post, apparently you ready for the smoke, right?
You ready for it. Should
Okay.
be. Should be.
Sure.
No doubt. So that's a slap. Let's jump into our third slapper cap.
You ever think about how much time school wasted of ours? They don't teach us nothing important, nothing
said.
useful. And it's the most important time that we go to school. That's when you can learn anything. You can be a fucking astronaut, learn multiple languages, and they teach us horse shit for nothing. And it's a lot of time too. Like you go to school for 12 years, you study subjects for 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you not a professional, none of that shit. How is that possible? How do you go somewhere and study things that long and not become a professional that? These motherfuckers wasted my time. Math class, I learned nothing useful past addition, subtraction. That was it. I should have been done after that. They keep going. I know how to find the height of a tree using the shadow that it casts. That tree, cut it down.
That's a slap, man. They did not equip us
Slap.
with anything
Yep.
for the real world.
Nope.
At
You
all.
know,
Not
trigonometry
one
ain't gonna help you do shit out here.
Right.
We just out here
I mean,
going
none
on
of
vibes.
Unless you try to
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
But they did correct it though. I notice now, like for my daughter going to high school, like they got this STEM program, and you'll come out with like your associates
That's awesome.
already, like in whatever engineering field you want to get into, prior to leaving high school. I'm like, why ain't y'all do that for us?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't come out with shit, but a piece of
Exactly.
paper.
Now, like, in hindsight, are there any other, I guess, what else would you think you would include now in hindsight that you wish you would have learned back in high school that you wish they would have taught us?
Financial
what I'm saying?
literacy.
Yeah, that stuff like that.
And she's in a finance class. Like they got all these different programs that they didn't have, for us. It was take 4 Englishes, 4 maths,
Right.
The electives was culinary or but it wasn't like gourmet cuisine 1, gourmet, like you didn't come out with none of that shit.
No,
Right.
not at all.
It was make some brownies and then they'll sell them in the cafeteria to the
Right.
students for 75 cents.
Right.
It was free labor.
You
It
know
was-
what they need to teach these kids for real though? Like communication.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all talk to like younger people, y'all got nieces, nephews, or whatever. Their communication skills are just subpar.
That's what I was going
I
to
mean,
say.
even down to texting, like all these abbreviations, I'd be like,
Social
look,
skills,
spell
too.
it out for me.
That's what I
What's
was
up?
going to say.
Social
Social
skills,
skills.
for
That's what I
sure.
was gonna
They
say.
need that. Thanks,
For
That's
bro.
sure.
exactly
Like,
what they
if-
need.
Social
Absolutely.
They
skills.
could teach them so much, like, bring sex education back. You
Yeah.
know,
Man.
16
Yeah.
and Pregnant came out and it was popular. Now you got all these teen
Right.
moms. That shit ain't cool. I don't care what y'all say.
I will say now that because some of those kids that are like children of teen moms, they're not gonna have kids early because they had to raise siblings and
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
They anti-kid. You know what I'm saying?
Some
They
of
not
'em.
finna do it.
Some of,
You
but
know.
some of them, the grandma be 32.
Shout out to
it
Razzman
be
for
a lot.
joining us here in studio too.
Right. What up? What up,
It be a lot.
Raz?
I forgot to run the wire.
Another thing, man, I would also say too, though, some kind of course dealing with like mental health, more so,
Or
focused
coping
on.
skills.
That's what I'm finna say. More so, learning how to cope.
skills.
That's one thing that you don't even really learn that in your household, just outside of experiencing how your people in your
Listen,
house,
you
the
learn
authority
how to
figures in your
cope
house.
when you going through life and stuff
Right.
keep happening.
do that
you're
on-
not dealing with it right.
you-
You're like,
you-
hold on, I got to do something.
Exactly.
Right.
You learn how to cope like hands on. Like
that's
nobody
horrible.
really, yeah, it is. Because if we were prepared to learn how we would probably make better decisions, when you are faced with an unfortunate situation. But now it's like we love to play the victim. Because now the victim could go viral. Guess what happened to me? Guess what they said to me? Guess, you know what I'm saying? Like what I just been through. But if you learn how to cope, look, you can maintain that level of confidence, strength, all this, that, and the third, or whatever.
And you know what else they need to bring back? Dare.
Oh,
Too many
man.
kids is on drugs. These
Yeah.
are some drug heads. Like, you know, this type of weed
Dare
y'all
kept me
smoking,
off the
all
shit,
these
though. Real talk.
hybrids
Yeah, I
and
bet he
everything.
did.
Like dare.
I dare you to do it.
You wanted your little dare sticker. You wanted to really
Oh,
be
yeah.
drug free.
The
Remember the
shirt.
little
I finna say, yeah, I had
this
the
is your
shirt.
brain on drugs and they fried the egg. Like you really believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to bring
Some
these
kids
kids
that-
are drug addicts at 16. I'm
Right.
on Molly. Why?
Some kids that work on, listen, it worked on me. Listen,
It worked on me.
They had me not doing drugs and wearing condoms, boy. Listen,
Come on, right?
Yeah.
Why
So he
did they
was
get
on
rid of those
drugs.
programs? Like all that stuff needs to be brought back.
Yeah.
These
Agreed.
kids are out here just wilding.
They really are savages, you know.
And you know, I don't want to. This is like kind of going off topic, but like to all y'all kids, y'all are addicted to weed. Y'all want to say weed not addictive, yes, but you have to smoke it to have a good day. You got to smoke it to go to work. You got to smoke it to eat. You're a drug addict. I don't care if you're saying it's weed. I don't know what type of hybrids and stuff y'all smoking. All these what
What
they
up?
call it mid. I don't know what all that is. You know, this dro, this the blue dolphin. I don't know what all that is. Why y'all got all these strands? This is not from the earth, like y'all said. You know what my mom and them used to do is from the earth. But what y'all doing is from a lab, and y'all are addicted. So stop that lie. Y'all don't need to smoke. You know, if you can't do it recreationally, you have to have it every single day. You're addicted,
That's a
and you
problem.
really need to stop saying it ain't addictive. Well, stop doing it then.
Listen,
Right.
they buy that shit off the weirdest looking people.
Some of it is from
Like,
it's from the
Come
earth.
on.
It is from Mother Earth, though.
Listen, and I'm not against weed, no. Like, you know, I'll do it edible here and there.
Mhm.
But I'm not the type of person that have to have it every. Like, I know people that will have a horrible day unless they smoke weed.
Yeah. Like if you can't, you know what I'm saying, have a good time and you be happy and at peace without anything, you know, you're dependent on whatever that source that you get it from is. But I mean, hell, I don't even know how much they consume now because I nothing. I'm definitely a strong advocate.
And listen, I'm an advocate for
I
like
ain't about to
all
front.
drugs could be recreational, right? Like
Yeah.
if it was me, if I wasn't too scared, I would probably do a line of coke. I ain't gonna lie, it looks fun,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably snort it real quick. Yeah.
Mhm.
It'll look lit, but I'm too
Listen,
scared.
I know it's a lot of girls doing coke.
And they,
A lot
listen,
of-
and they
Yes.
A lot of 'em.
Yeah.
but they're
A lot
addicted
of
to it
people.
though. Then with this fentanyl out here,
I know more
uh-uh.
girls doing coke than I know dudes.
Really?
It's wild.
It is wild.
Why do you think that is?
I think they
I think they think it's classier. I'm not even
Talk
gonna lie
about
to you.
Is that why you said you
I
would?
think so.
Because it's classy.
No,
It can still
I
be
think
classy.
that women think that it's classier to do coke.
I can see like some hood rats sitting there thinking,
Right.
like,
Coke is classier than crack. Like Whitney Houston, I didn't make
Crack
much
is
money
whack.
smoke crack. Crack is whack. Crack is cheap.
Right.
We're talking about coke. I think
We're
coke
talking
is,
about Coke.
coke is
Man, we're talking
glamorized in a
about
way,
coke.
so I think that's why women think it's better. Like, you know, smoking weed gets your lips black. It comes with a cough. It comes with all that. But with coke, you know, it's just a little drainage in
Yeah.
your throat.
Ain't
So
nobody
I
gotta
heard, I
know,
don't know.
outside of, you know, if you just take too much. You're right.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's a different kind of high, and it doesn't last that long,
mean,
and all that other kind of stuff.
that's why they
So,
call
what
it.
was the main topic though?
the main topic is the kid. We were talking about kids in school.
Kids in school, they didn't teach us shit.
They didn't teach us
Yeah.
shit in, shit in
and
school.
then we transitioned, like we segued through there. That's how we got to this
But I
point.
think everybody
Just to-
said that was a slap, right? They didn't teach us shit
Yeah.
in school.
They did.
Definitely.
They could have done a better job, better textbooks.
And bring the
Way
the
better.
back. Yeah.
What'd you think, Raz, man? Because I see you disagree. You know, somebody said yesterday, I saw on Facebook, the dude was like, yeah, man, if my parents didn't teach me religion, if they taught me finances, like they pushed religion on me, then this is what I get it. And that sounds real good and cliche-ish and everything. But come on. We still blaming our parents. We still blaming the school. Listen, if you still stupid in your 30s, it ain't the school. Fuck out of
but
here.
the point
nah.
is,
No,
the
they said
point
no
is-
child left behind, but you left your own ass behind. If you couldn't get yourself up and move the fuck on, like I just can't. I'm just over the blaming the past for all the problems in your future. I mean, maybe that's why you got certain deficiencies. But guess what? You old enough to recognize them and say, let me get better in this area.
Look, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So I feel what you're saying, but one point that I made is that our parents' blueprint doesn't work with what we have to go through as 30-year-olds,
Our
right?
parents didn't even know the shit that we know now, though. That's
But
what I'm saying.
they didn't
They
go through
didn't.
what we went through either.
True.
You know, it's a totally different time. So I think that's why some people struggle. There's just a point that I wanted to make is like some
Yeah, that
people
whole-
struggle because they're our parents had a certain strict kind of thing. It was Army, Marine,
4
work,
years,
and they
get a
had
degree,
the
and
jobs
you
that
guaranteed to
their
get a
jobs
job.
were, they had the
That's
benefits and
gone.
they had a retirement plan. Ours is totally different. You could be on the job however long you want to, but with inflation and stuff, your little 401k, baby, you gonna work till you like 78. Right?
Mm.
So the blueprints are just a little bit different. So if they're like stupid, I understand. But sometimes just the way things have progressed.
And
I
I
think
There
think
was
the-
hardships there. There was hardships back then too. So the
absolutely.
shit they had to deal with, we don't deal with. The shit that we got to deal with, they don't deal with. I just
Right.
don't. The blame game, I'm just not with it. But
Well,
you know that. That's just my
I
makeup.
think the initial
Yeah.
point is what he was saying is that schools don't properly prepare us for real life.
They didn't
That's what he was
prepare us.
saying.
They
Yeah,
do prepare
right.
they prepare the new ones.
Right. I mean,
'Cause
they've got better.
these programs that
evolved.
they got now.
But listen, they
come
not
out.
gonna be prepared for the shit that they gonna have to face when they get out there. Maybe the shit that's current, but like
Yeah.
how the world is gonna change and evolve by the time they have to get out here and face some shit. They're gonna like, well, damn, why didn't the school tell me? Because the school didn't know.
So you agree
does
with him,
anything ever
basically.
prepare you for life? I'm gonna say no.
No,
Mm.
Nothing
Shit does
prepares
anything?
you. No.
no.
No, experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. You
So
have
that
to go
experience,
through it,
yeah.
dude.
You do.
So
I
ultimately,
think
we
you
can
get
never
some
be
wise
prepared.
words.
Then
That'll help if you listen. You know, what I'm saying some wise words, or even if you fuck up,
I
you'll
see.
think about those wise words later. And be like,
learning those lessons from the experience, as we should,
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
prepare you for the next go round.
Yeah.
Facts.
Big time.
And for
Big
yourself, like nobody can tell you how to deal with stuff. Everybody deal with their things different.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
you definitely have to
You
go
take
through it
enough
yourself.
losses, and if you don't like it, you're gonna learn.
You'll learn. Yeah. Definitely. So that one is a slap.
For sure.
No doubt. We'll jump into our last slap a cap here.
Let's be real. Like, a lot of women think that their sexual experience is all that. And it's not. Some of us don't have $6,000 pussy because you don't know how to offer that $6,000 experience. Some of us got $40. I'm just saying, like, let's be real about this. Like, I mean, and I'm all for women, like, feeling great about themselves and, like, having great self-esteem. But I'm sorry, your fuck game is whack. Let's be realistic about what you can get.
Now listen, this came in light of Karma's song that she played earlier. What was that? Best Pussy in the World?
By Jasmine Sullivan, yes.
By Jasmine Sullivan, Best Pussy in the World.
Is that who that is?
No, that ain't
no,
Jasmine
but
Sullivan.
I
Oh,
played
is it?
my
Oh, okay.
song request
I
was
was
about
like,
that.
Okay.
Yeah, Best Pussy in the World. Yeah, might be $6,000 pussy. So y'all agree that your sex game is equal to your, I don't know, your value?
nah.
Hell
You know what
no.
I'm saying? Because I don't think so. Because there's some wives out here with some $40 pussy, but they got $1 million character. You know.
First-
And let me tell you, some of the
Yeah.
best stuff I had came from a guy that was just a horrible guy. So it's just like, nah. Mm-mm.
Now, you know me, I gotta ask.
You ain't
how,
shit,
How
but,
does that happen?
Come on.
So what's the difference? then?
Have
How
you
does that happen?
addicted?
How
telling
does
you.
the person that's got the $40, you know what I'm saying, have
I
the $1
don't know.
million
I don't know
game
why
though,
life is
in
like that
performance?
either. Life is so
But
unfair.
it's
Them
so
men
like
that have
that.
the good thing be with the worst.
You know he lying.
At least he drop your ass off at work though.
Oh, please.
Your
Okay,
shit.
Jody.
Drop you off.
Jody.
Drop you off at work.
Yeah.
I've
Drop
been
you off at work.
stigmatized before, but not
That's
that
that drop.
stigmatized.
Just a little
With
bit.
the
That's
drop.
Pick
That-
your ass up 2
But
hours.
that's how it is though. The women with the best stuff, you don't
So
want
are
it.
are
You
those
don't
the
want it.
diamonds though? Is that like potential? Is that what it's like? Man, it's so
That ain't
good.
potential.
They just ain't maximized. They ain't met they potential yet. They
It's-
just need
it's-
somebody to.
It's the
you know what
one
I'm
with
saying,
the
showing the
6,
light.
7 kids. You know
That's
what
why
I'm
she got
saying?
6, right?
Hey, listen, real talk. Last one you had that was just like doing all this crazy shit. Afterwards, I know you was like, this bitch nasty.
Y'all hear that, ladies? That's why you don't do all that.
Nah, that's why you do
Don't be
it.
trying to kiss me now.
What you talking about? He just gave her publicity.
I
He's
said
so
it.
free.
I have a
He just
question.
promoted it.
Why do men feel like that? Like, a lot of men feel like, oh, you do all this crazy stuff, but don't kiss me. But you want her to do all that crazy stuff to you, but she don't deserve a kiss? Y'all are wild
say
with
that.
that. A lot of
I
he
ain't
just
say that.
did, and a lot of men feel like men even rap about it in a song. She's sucking so good, she know I ain't gonna kiss her. What in the world? It's your stuff.
That's different. You
Listen,
talk,
you doing some
what,
shit.
what are we talking about?
Yeah,
Are we
I
talking
don't know
about women
about
here? Or we
listen,
talking about smoke?
So let me.
I ain't fucking with
I mean,
it.
usually
If I
they're
can.
synonymous, right? But listen, so this is chick.
What you talking about?
Hold on, that's a chick, right? And I remember, like, back in the college days, I didn't go to college, but my partners was in college. But anyways, so the word gets around about it, right? And listen, like, listen, that shit sound magical, right? So of course, we all trying to slide in, trying to create some situations, make it seem like it was random. Oh, girl, oh shit, who, you act like you don't even know her, but you, you've been peeping her the whole time. You're not finna kiss her. She been on all your partners.
Okay, I mean, if she been on all your partners, of course you're not going to. But like in your situation where you just said you did all this freaky stuff to me, oh, you nasty, don't kiss me.
So why are you with her in the first place?
But why? Like you don't even know she got a whole bunch of partners, but you just know she extra nasty and she can't kiss you, but you like it. Give that girl a kiss.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If it's the first time,
at kissing.
If it's the first time and you doing all that nasty shit,
hell no.
I'ma just assume
you know you're not the first one.
I'm not the first one.
You know you're not the first one.
And I'm probably not the first one today.
And you won't be the last.
Y'all care? You don't.
Known out here.
Don't care, bruh.
You know,
No.
Take a shower, you lift the ring, give that girl a kiss. She made you feel real good.
Yeah, she. Look.
Y'all are wild stopping at a kiss. Y'all are so wild to me.
Hey, Mr.
Nah,
Eli
look,
said
look.
they capping.
Get
My
ass some
thing
food.
is, at this point, I wouldn't even be with a woman that I couldn't kiss. That's my thing.
Well, see, that's the other thing.
Hold on, you wouldn't have sex with a woman you
No,
wouldn't kiss?
hell no.
No.
Hell no. Why would I do that?
I don't
Not at this
understand
point.
sex without kiss.
Oh, now that you older.
I mean, when I was a
well,
child.
tell me
When
what
I
you
was a
saying
child.
together, man.
When I was a child.
Hold on,
I
you
was a
talking?
child.
I'm talking about after sex kissing or pre-sex
Period.
kissing?
Nigga, if I want to kiss, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna be with somebody. I can do whatever the fuck I feel like doing.
Period.
Right.
I don't want to have to hold back at all. If I got to hold back, shit, that's a
You
flag
better-
right there.
You waiting for marriage?
I know. Listen, so
All right, well,
so let me
cool.
You
defend
gonna
the
have to
man.
hold back.
Whatever.
for
I
a
know
minute.
a chick that kissed the
Whatever.
dude. My partner was tonguing her down one night. I mean, he was all down her throat. Afterwards, because I didn't want to say nothing to him before. Afterwards, I said, "Hey, man, what you think me and her was upstairs doing before you came upstairs?" And then you gonna kiss? You can't be putting your mouth everywhere, bro. You gotta watch out.
Yes, sir.
Now I didn't want to bust up his shit. I mean, he was already up on us.
It was
So I
too
mean,
late.
he was enjoying himself. But I told him afterwards, "Hey, dog, watch out next time, because listen, I was on her right before you came upstairs."
Those
And he still went.
Okay.
It was a party. It
Who's
was a
Mr.
party,
Eli?
though,
Because
you
he
know.
said them niggas capping.
He said
Listen,
y'all capping.
You ain't kissing
Listen.
everybody. Stop lying.
Listen,
You're
listen,
not
bro.
kissing everybody.
I'm
But
with.
if he want to kiss,
When
if
he
he
say
want to
y'all,
kiss,
who he
kiss him,
talking
bro.
about? I know he ain't
I'm
talking
don't know
with
who Miss
Chef
Eli is,
Magic.
but-
I'm not doing that with nobody I can't kiss. And I don't
Yeah.
even feel like we not gonna kiss. Like we starting with kissing, and after we gonna be like, I want to cover my man. Nah.
Listen,
Fuck.
that
No one
decision was
understands.
Why am I
that
gonna-
decision was probably made after what went down. You know, if you do some, you do certain shit. You know,
But that's the thing.
I can't.
if
after
they
that.
do
But
certain
if you
shit,
liked it and she pleased you, she don't get a kiss.
No.
She don't deserve.
liking
She
it or
gotta
not,
thank you.
I ain't gonna lie. Now, liking it or not ain't got nothing to do whether or not she get a kiss or not.
What happened to wanting a bag or something? Don't you want a
like,
bag?
I don't care how
Why you
good
wanna
it
get
is. That's
is
that's
kissing?
irrelevant. You don't earn the
No,
kiss
I'm
by
just
how
saying
good it
some
was.
some shit is so nasty. You know, maybe
Ladies,
y'all
what are
ain't.
y'all?
Maybe y'all ain't done
that.
that nasty where you just looked at that person and was like, you just nasty.
Ooh, you just
motherfucker.
did this, and I just let you do it.
Nasty.
You just listen.
I'm just
You
as
know.
nasty.
But listen,
Yeah.
because you didn't
You
had that girl to suck you up after you get off work, and you told her, "Hey, I'm sweating." She said, "I don't care,"
There you go.
and she go in. So you like, "All right, well, shit.
And then you post to
Don't try to kiss me
Thanks,
after
babe.
that."
Mwah!
But I can't lie though. We can't
But
front.
it's
You are
your
nasty.
stuff.
You are nasty for letting her do
Listen,
that.
I
Though.
wouldn't do it. Just 'cause
I mean, like we
I
are
wasn't gonna
like
stop her.
they didn't want
Listen,
to
she
hear it.
can't come from the gym, you know, with
But we gotta understand though.
What's
Let's
up?
be
Yeah.
real, fellas. Like we are, you know what I'm saying. If you do that, we are nasty for
Hey,
letting her
Stinger.
do that.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, well, cool. Long,
But hey, I ain't
long
I
as we know.
I ain't asking for a kiss though. That's all I'm saying.
Cool.
You
Exactly.
know. All right, let me put it in y'all court because I see y'all there with the folded arms and the face of judgment.
I'm cold.
Okay, you cold. That's it. Because listen, we done had some towel down situations talked about on the show.
Exactly.
If
Yes,
you
we have.
dealing with some type of vampire dude,
He come up, he ready.
And he come up and he's like, you know what I'm saying? He done got you right.
Tongue already out.
And he
With
come
the
up
blood dripping.
with the
Hold
blood,
on, hold
looking
on.
like what was that? Twilight, looking like
let-
Twilight.
hold on.
And he want to kiss.
Look like mood.
Let's
Now,
clarify.
answer the question is all I'm saying, because y'all
I
act
want
like
to
nasty ain't
clarify,
nasty.
right?
Mhm.
When you're hold on.
Yes and no.
When you clarify, there is no man alive. Hold on.
Accountability.
There is no man alive going down there and eating blood. Let's
You
put that.
Whoa,
Yeah,
Hold on,
it is.
hold on.
Whoa,
If you do it in the
There's
you're
some niggas.
supposed to put in a tampon while you're doing it so the blood is not out there.
So you
Oh
kissing
my
him or no?
God.
Some niggas,
No.
some niggas didn't have the
No,
instructions.
you're not kissing him, right?
Yes, they.
Okay.
I'm not
Trust
even
me.
doing that when I'm
Right. That's
towel down is pushing through mud. That's
Oh,
what we talking about.
You talking about a real woman wouldn't even let it happen? Is what you saying?
not
Not a real
eating.
one. There's some women out there that
Oh,
get off
like,
on
like
it.
exactly.
Yeah. Listen,
Okay.
we got a
No.
we
You're
got a
right, I can't call
partner.
her
What she
black.
said? What she
No.
call it?
Mr. Eli
No,
said-
no, she call it.
Don't even bring it
Because
up.
she wouldn't even want
Mr.
him.
Eli
to
said
know
you
her
gotta eat around
that
it.
way, right?
no.
She wouldn't
See
even
what
want
I'm
him to
saying?
He on some other
experience
stuff.
Look,
But listen,
but Mr.
Eli,
Eli want to kiss.
Eli wanted, man. Listen,
He
Eli,
wanna kiss
Eli
after.
down for all that
right,
shit.
all right, keep going then. All right, bet. So just hypothetically, for entertainment purposes, if that did happen and he did his job, he got an A+, you gonna give him a kiss?
Not while I'm on my cycle.
Go take
Why?
that.
Because
No.
that's a little nasty, right?
Your own blood?
It's very
Exactly.
It's levels to the shit. Is all
What
I'm
she
saying.
call it though? When she
What,
what
I,
she
I
call it?
forgot what she called that.
She called it like strawberry pie, some shit.
Some
like
some shit.
Nah, I ain't
I
gonna
was
lie.
like, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's some cats out there that's
man.
know,
and
It's
some
some
kind,
studs out
sometimes
here
they
that
catch you
that'll
slipping.
right. They don't. They
I remember
don't
back in
matter.
high school, this one girl, she told me, it's like, yeah, I let this dude go down. He thought he was like in there. He was like, ooh, you so wet, this, that, and roll. You slap, ooh, I'm loving this. Come to find out, yeah, she was on. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, what?
At
Because
that
he ain't
point,
taste that-
You let her do that?
if he would have got up and hit her, she deserved it.
So you would have had a problem with that then?
You got a man down there
Absolutely.
eating blood
Bet. Yeah.
without his
What about all these
consent?
girls?
Right,
But
he
but
knows.
I
What
ain't
about all
gonna
these
front at
girls
the same
pissing on
time.
dudes and saying they squirting,
And it's a lot of women doing that, and men are falling for it.
pissing on?
Down there, shaking their head and stuff. Sir, you're disgusting.
All right,
you
baby,
got
now
a
let's-
butt.
now let's
Disgusting.
but listen, he want to kiss though.
That's on him.
You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It's some women out there that
Well,
do
and
some
listen,
nasty
As soon as
shit.
you put the ball in their court, boy, that's just
Boy,
they
they like-
turn
I
quick.
have to do a shameless plug. We're going to talk about all this on Topic Tuesday next week.
All right,
At
all right.
7
we can move
p.m.,
on
we're
from
going to
that.
do the whole sex talk, what's gutter butt, what's not, porn, and all kind of stuff. So I want y'all to please come through because we're going to continue this conversation.
No doubt. We're going to talk about what healthy sex is.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll end it on that.
Wait.
He's like, nah, we're going to do it now.
It's just,
What time on Tuesday?
7.
Where at?
Twitter.
Okay, cool. We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We'll be there.
Boom, you see how they skated that? You see when we put it over there on the nasty side, it was like, nah, we ain't
The
kissing.
nasty side.
Y'all went to the extreme talking about some blood in the mouth.
You don't know what we was talking about.
It was,
You
it
know
was your blood.
From my
It was
uterus-
your, hey, boom,
Hold on.
get him.
from
it was
my,
your blood.
From my uterus shedding lining.
It's your stuff.
Come on now. It's just not blood. It's uterine lining.
It's your stuff.
Like,
It's your DNA.
It's your stuff. Ain't that what you said?
Y'all go
Doug?
ahead and eat uterine
It's
lining all
not
y'all want
happening.
to.
It's not happening.
Not
listen,
me.
but listen,
I mean, we
I'm
kind
not
of do
for-
by default, don't we?
just being honest, I'm not sure if men should just be down there eating all kind of stuff anyway, because I mean that shit go up inside of y'all, man. You know, our anatomy is outside of our body. You know, you gotta go up in this woman. You don't know her like that.
Long story short,
You know.
though, man, that's a slap.
I know what that sound means.
All right, let's jump into trivia and give away some money.
Ooh, it's money time.
Now, something a little more positive for you. Don't want you to think the whole show is just negativity.
It's time for random trivia on Look Who's Ranting Now. Let the games begin. Make sure to drop your cash tag if you win.
As the boss man would say, all right.
Boy, you silly.
It's time to win some money here on Look Who's Ranting Now. Here are the rules, okay? Studio, y'all playing, everybody logging in, please. The rules, I'm going to ask you
Y'all don't
5
want me to
questions. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You're going to answer it in the chat, okay? The rules are it has to be spelled right. If there are multiple answers to the question, it has to be dropped at once, okay? You can't drop multiple answers, okay? The topic is candy. The topic is candy. So get your mind frame in the frame of candy, okay? Studio, y'all logged in?
$10 on Cash App.
$10 on Cash App. Sorry, I forgot that. Thank you for helping me out.
No,
there.
you good.
All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
First question. Give me the Skittles slogan. The Skittles slogan. Come
Oh, damn. Her phone already down.
Artiste Cologne with Taste the Rainbow. That is correct. So we got one for Artiste Cologne. Remember,
they did change it though. You know that.
Stop hating.
I'm just saying.
Stop hating. Alrighty, next question. Isn't life juicy is for what candy? Isn't life juicy is for what candy? Boy, y'all got some candy eating people. Bubblicious.
I was taking a stab.
Starburst. All right, Artiste with 2 zip. Y'all don't know the candies?
Washington.
All righty, here's another one. Everybody listen up. Razzman, I need you to come in with the steal. Artiste can't win twice.
Twice in a row. It's going back to back.
What candy advises you you're not yourself when you're hungry? You're not yourself when you're hungry. Okay, Razzman with the steal. Snickers is correct. Mr. Eli said something. I ain't gonna repeat that. All right, we got 2 for Artiste, 1 for Razzman. Which candy bar has the same name as our galaxy? The same name. Mars. Oh, spell it right. Oh, y'all not spelling it right. Mudgy with Milky Way.
Damn, got their ass.
Milky Way,
Mudgy
all right.
got one.
How did you come with Mars, bro?
I was thinking of the candy company that owns all them companies.
What?
Mars owns Snickers and all that other stuff.
Nah, bro.
I was off.
Nah, bro. You literally made that up just now.
No, Mars does own all those candy companies.
Your ass was wrong.
I was wrong.
All righty. So we got 2 for Artiste, 1 for Razzman, 1 for Mudgy. Okay, here's the last question.
This one out.
So if one of the persons that gets it ties Artiste, they want to go for a tiebreaker. But which type of candy is often found in a pack of baseball cards? Which type of candy is often found in a pack of... Give me the right kind of gum. Not Cracker Jack. Give me the right kind of gum.
Oh, with the cards.
Oh, my God.
You're missing one word. Give me a countdown, producer. Like a bug.
They got me.
With bubble gum.
She don't have another one.
She don't have another one, so...
Hey, yo,
for the second week
gum
in a
should
row.
have went, though.
Gum should have went.
Yeah,
Gum
that's the
was
same
gum.
thing. What other kind of gum is it?
What other kind of gum is it?
Hold on, bubble gum is different from regular gum.
What's regular gum?
Like experiment, try it, and bubble gum is pink gum. It's like
don't let them
there's a
have
type of bubble
Don't let them
gum.
have it.
Oh, we got chewing gum and bubble gum. Okay, I'll give you that.
Are y'all
Even
being
though
salty?
even though we chew bubble gum.
Are y'all being
Hey, listen,
salty?
let
right.
them have it. It's cool.
You ever seen the pack
I can't
of
blow
baseball?
bubbles
It's
with this one
literally
though,
bubble
even though I
gum.
can.
It's a type of gum.
So I'm assuming chewing gum.
Watch me blow this
You
bubble
just
with this
chew
chewing
bubble
gum.
you blow
In a
bubbles
pack-
with, or something. Or like you make the bubbles with.
She said, what type of candy?
Y'all so salty.
Gum.
Gum
Yeah,
is the type
gum.
of candy, but
It's
do it how you want.
Bubble gum is the thing. Look, I want you to Google it. And
Nah. You right. We wrong. You got it.
Yeah, in your saltiness, Google it. You know I do this. For
I'm gonna
real.
go research how many gums, different type of gums.
If
there
you
are.
type up bubble gum is a type of gum. But anyways, you lost. Artiste for the second week in a row. Can we give him a round of applause,
Of
please, on the
course.
trivia?
Thanks for
And him
amazing
winning.
producer.
Shout out to you. I might send you something on Cash App. I'm gonna think about it.
Thank you, because
I thought about it. I ain't doing it.
That's why I don't fuck with you. But anyway, let's jump into our other new segment on the show here. Boy, they do me dirty here. I get nothing for winning. Just bragging.
Yes, you do.
What I
You get to brag
Keep
and
my
be.
money?
You can put your intro in there. Hey,
What's that?
keep it in there. Next week you might give away 20. Who knows?
Man, let's not do that. Then I'm losing. No.
He don't love y'all for real.
I do.
Great game, everybody though. Y'all put up a fight.
Definitely.
Just don't let him get too up no more. Cause he literally quit on y'all. It don't make no sense for me to play. He tried.
Nah,
y'all.
because if I spell check, if I don't type the right answer, then I'm giving it away. And they come back with the right one.
And that has
like
happened
Mudgy.
so many times, right?
Yeah.
It just happened.
It just happened. Yeah. I've stole one from Like a Bug like that. She put out the answer.
Listen, y'all be with the technicalities.
But you gotta
Yeah.
be. You have to
Nah,
be
you
technical.
gotta have an apostrophe on that. Nah, that shit don't slide.
Y'all ready?
You didn't sound the whole word out.
Bootylicious bubble gum. Get this honey bun. Where's she at? She don't even rap no more, do she?
That diamond ain't.
Yeah. I don't know where she at.
And she grown.
She was rapping a little bit.
I'm saying she done
She
got,
had to get a job.
man, she done got old.
Not call that lady a failed rapper. She had to go get a job.
Not fair. That don't mean you fail.
Hey,
That ain't what they
I
said.
mean, life went on.
Where's this one right here?
She grew up.
She got 32 flavors of it.
Bootylicious bubblegum.
And still ain't getting a kiss.
Ooh, I'm that type of girl. Y'all gotta know this. This was back in MySpace days.
What's your
Take
profile
money,
song?
money. It sure was. It sure. My MySpace profile was lit.
Nah, for real.
I'm that type of girl. I'm that type of girl.
I kind of miss that. Like, we knew how to code and stuff back then. Like,
you still know how to code?
The HTML and stuff. Like, I don't code
I
like
done
that.
forgot how to code. Remember you had to
Me too.
code to have certain words big,
Yeah,
small,
you had to really
colors.
code your whole fucking page. You had to
Shout
learn
out to
that
Black
shit.
Planet, man.
Ah.
They had MySpace and Latin space too.
Yeah, mi gente.
Yeah, mi gente, yeah.
You better play the throwback.
All right.
Go DJ.
I want to let y'all know if I had my space, some of y'all be in my top 8. Not you, Razzman.
You ain't heard
Bubba
this
gum.
feeling.
The type of girl you want to chew all of my bubba gum. I'm the type of girl you want to take to your mama house. You better play these throwbacks.
Right, we ready for the next segment?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let's do it.
Some people don't have a clue. So what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? Oh. Come on with the edit.
Oh, that's you, bro?
It's on the yeah. Brand new segment on the show. What would you do? Where we play a sound clip or I read something off, and it'll propose a scenario, and we want to know what would you do in this scenario. Boom, you got it for us?
I do.
Come on, producer.
Here we go.
It's a child out there, right, who got a heart problem and they need a heart transplant. And you the only one that match it with the same heart. It's a child out there, like 18 years old, that really need it. And you the only one got a good heart for that child. You could save that child's life. Would you give that child your heart? Hell no. What you die for? Because that child need a heart. It's 18. Child 18, that you 6 years old, you about to go out anyway. You ain't wait till I go out. So you ain't gonna give your heart to somebody else so they can survive? What type of nigga you is? I'm a nigga who wanna survive. But you 60 years old. I'm gonna give a goddamn person I can be 100 and something years old. If I'm still alive, I'm still alive. Shit, I ain't dead yet.
Hey, in this scenario, you 67 years old. There's an 18-year-old out there that needs a heart, and you can save their life, but you got to die. You got to give up your heart. You're 67. What would you do
In the
this
words
scenario?
of that wise man, I gotta survive. What I gotta die for?
He said, "Wait till I'm gone."
It was how he said it, not what he said. Because I agree with what he said, but it's just how he said it. He was so
You weren't thinking the
aggressive.
same thing?
Hell no. No, I'm just playing. No, I was. I said it's not what he said, it's how he said it.
I was
But I
thinking.
agree.
I was thinking how he said it. I was thinking that in my head. Like, hell no.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, yeah,
I
look,
feel for you.
Who finna agree with?
Hey, look, that's nature taking its course. Hell,
Hey man,
Because
listen.
who's to say he wasn't going to live, like, okay, you 67, but he might live a long time. He might outlive, despite the teenager's heart. He might outlive the teenager.
Have you seen young folk?
Huh?
Shit.
but I mean, like he
They ain't helping
did
old people
paint.
cross the street no more. None of that shit, man.
Man, fuck
Hell
around,
no.
give him your heart, then he in the shootout the next day. Like,
Exactly.
That's a
Lose it
waste.
anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I mean, if somebody's ready, they don't care. Somebody might be like, "Fucking cool, whatever."
Well,
but the average person, though, no.
I can see somebody signing like $1 million deal to set their family up if they feel they're about to tap out.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
How y'all feel about donating y'all organs?
I ain't doing
I was on the organ donor
You know what?
thing,
No,
and
let
I
me not
took
say
it.
that.
I took it off.
Hey, middle
because
guy.
I thought about it, and I said, "Listen, are they gonna fight to save my life if they
I'm
know
telling you.
If they know, like, let's say the person who's coming to get me know a patient in the hospital, a young kid who need a good heart,
Hell,
and here I
shit.
am. I look like I'm dying, but I ain't all the way there
Let's speak
yet.
on that though.
And they like,
They could be part of the reason why you
hold my-
dying. They
yeah, hold
could be
my
over there.
nose
Oh,
and hell
ready?
no.
Listen,
Now hold your nose.
I worked. Okay, so I worked.
I've
at
seen it in
Vanderbilt.
hospice.
yeah,
Well, that's
exactly.
different. But I
Yeah.
I worked at Vanderbilt. I worked with the patients that were living and dying. I worked in trauma. I worked in ED. Listen, I never had somebody walk up and say, "Hey, they a donor." Relax, everybody. I never seen that. Not only that, but they not all hospitals, because not all of them are created the same. But at Vanderbilt, they have a team that comes by and asks you.
Lopa.
Yeah, they come by and ask you. Even if you're already a donor, they still have to ask you, "Hey, do you want
You
to?"
have to get consent.
Yeah, do you want to donate your organs? So it's not like they rubbing their hands together like, "Yeah, we got a fresh one." You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not saying that there's not an organ tray. There is, but I'm saying you don't have if it's on your license. Just black folks, man. Because I heard the same thing when I was younger. Hey, man, don't put that shit on there, man. They kill your ass. You know what I'm saying?
So kill your ass after you're already dead. They gonna kill a dead person.
Like you go in there for a toe injury, and all of a sudden you gone. You know what I'm saying? But that's
Some people
happened.
have now.
No, listen, that's happened. Especially at bad
but
hospitals.
realistically, though, let's just think about it logically, though. If you really were, on your way out and you were dead, and you know that whatever you had left that was functioning good could help somebody else, like, would you still just be like, "Nah, man, let my shit die away"?
Would it be up to the
It's
family?
like these
deteriorate?
Facebook
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ask me
I'm
when I'm dead.
asking.
Ask me when I'm
Wouldn't it
dead.
be
When
up
I'm
to the
alive.
Just let them waste away, though. Like, I mean,
Listen, I used to be an organ donor. I was on the list then.
So there's
And
no
I
hope. You
I
sure?
work, listen, I work,
but
I
you
worked
got off
hospice
though
and
because
seen folks just do some gruesome
But
shit.
okay, you pretty
You
much
know.
said though that you know what I'm saying, you got off the donor list because you was afraid of dying prematurely, right?
That's right.
Okay, but I'm
I
saying,
don't worry about me right now.
I'm saying if you
Don't
die,
worry about my
I'm
organs.
just saying if we die from natural causes, that aside, you die from natural causes, would you still like not want to help anybody else?
That's
if
why
you
I said,
know you're
ask
on
me
your
when
way
I'm
out?
dead. Listen,
Meaning that you
when I'm
wouldn't.
dead and there's nothing left of me, man, I don't give a fuck what you do. I can't do
You
nothing
can't
about
do
it.
nothing once you done.
But while I'm here, I'm saying
But
no.
don't they need
Leave
your
that shit
your
inside.
consent? So if they ask you when you're dead,
Nah, they can. It could be your spouse or whoever.
Actually, it's
All right.
like, say something
All right.
happens to you and you're incapacitated, it's gonna come down to your family.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
unless you put that DNR sticker and you do all that before you about to go, in the hospital, you in there for a long stay, that's different. But if something happens to you and you're just out of it, your family ultimately makes that decision. And it's very.
Tell them
I
about the
worked in
families, bro. I know that's what you would have
I
said.
worked in ICU for years, and those people come in like people. Child got in a car accident, and it was like 2 hours, and the doctor was like, "There's nothing we could do." Them local people are set up in the hospital, and they come swarm them families
Oh, yeah.
so fast because they have to harvest the
They gotta
organs.
get it
Like
quick.
you got to get it out, right? And it's a painful thing for those people to do. Most people actually do it, believe it or not. Most people, I don't know what they say in their meetings. I don't know if it's a money sign.
Here's what
but
they do.
most people
When your
actually
eyes is
do it.
closed and you out of it, they put that pin in your hand and they grab it and get the
Well, no, I'm saying they work on their
Organ
families.
donor.
Like their families be like devastated, and they come out of them rooms
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, we're gonna donate."
Just from my
They
view
might-
of hospice, I can't take no chances with that whole like letting your family pick. You know, if you live, I'm finna let some fucking stranger, because I'm telling you, if you got $1 in your pocket, I've seen folks, kids, come in there fighting over the parent stuff, and they not dead yet. You know what I'm saying? They just can't talk, but they can hear. They're like, no, I'm getting the beach house. You're not getting the beach house. Mom wants me to have it. And then when they hear just a little bit of gasping or whatever, they come up, shh, it's okay to go, Mom. And hold her mouth and hold her nose. And I was like, are you killing her? Police! You're fucking murder! You know, I'm sure I've witnessed a few murders.
Oh my God.
Over a beach house
how
in
they
a
talk,
car and shit.
So they talk. You be like,
Shh, Mom,
well,
it's
she
okay.
she might pull through. Like, well, you know, she's lived a good life, and you know, she
They
just
be
needs
ready
to
for 'em to go.
relax.
And they still
Right.
be talking. No, she's suffering. Give her some more Dilaudid.
Right.
You know, I don't want her to feel any pain. I'm like,
They keep them on that
trying to
Dilaudid,
kill
don't
her.
they?
Right.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
Pumping 'em.
pumping
Let me
'em.
tell you what's even worse than that. I've been in a room with a doctor who was just tired. Like he had been on a shift for like 18 hours. And we were trying to save this guy. He was like, I'm tired. And that guy went because that doctor was tired.
Damn.
He went.
But you know,
It was the
You
most
think
messed up
you,
thing.
You think the doctor could have saved them?
Absolutely.
But working 18 hours?
listen,
listen,
but
when
in the
you work-
in the medical field, you already know it's like,
Like,
you know,
you don't think
you've
like,
been
he
doing
made
it
that
every day.
decision before he decided he was tired? Like, you don't
You
like.
become numb. You become
become numb to
I've
it.
seen. Let me tell you, it got
that's
to
why
a
I
point
left.
to where in
That's
ICU,
why I
it's why I
left.
left. Because
Yeah.
in working in ICU, we would be doing postmortem care. What we about to eat? Like it's
Oh, yeah.
not.
While you
a-
cleaning a dead body. Yep.
So you become numb to it. So when those doctors come in there, like, man, I'm done. I got time for this. Because sometimes you'll run a code. Like one time we ran a code for 2 hours where we were in there drenching with sweat trying to do
Save
CPR.
somebody's life. Yeah.
And we in the CPR line. Like when you doing that for 2 hours and you switching out, bro, your body shut down and you still got 7 more hours to work. So at that time, that doctor was just like, I'm not. And they were like, what you want to do? Do what y'all want to do. I'm tired.
That's
He
deep.
was fed up. We were short staffed. It was bad. So I can remember that man's face. I remember everything about the interaction because I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
And it's
Working in
just-
healthcare just changed
But
my
you've also,
perception.
but you've also seen them save people too. You used to
Listen,
they listen.
I freaking
Of
save
course.
people. I've had to run floors to get blood. Like I'm talking about stairs falling, scraping my knees, and we saved the person. It's like, oh my god.
You was one of them type.
Oh yeah.
Well, listen,
I worked in ICU.
I
so
be like, what's she running for?
You listen.
No, you gotta run. You gotta
When
run.
they tell you need blood, you can't. If you take the elevator, you are a horrible person. Like, if the doctor say you go get me blood stat, you walk to the elevator, bruh. No, you have to run, take those stairs, and listen. Getting the person
But
in
you
the
seen them-
lab
you seen them care
to
partners.
understand you need blood stat. I got to label it. Give me the blood. Like, you be down there
You
yelling.
seen them overachievers though, man. Like, come on. Like, sometimes you gotta relax. You finna knock somebody over.
Sometimes, but you don't want to be, sometimes those people die for a simple mistake. And to have that on your conscience, like all of us that worked in ICU had been broke down at one point because we felt like if I had a, you know what I'm saying? And that's a painful thing to go home
That's
and cry.
deep.
You see their face, you see their face. And is you talking to the family? Is you going up and saying we did everything you could, but in the back of your mind be like, but I could have, right?
But
and you don't want to be there. And you human, you're not perfect, right? It's a field, it's a job. Mistakes happen. But you have to be an overachiever.
I had a lady
in those
die on me.
kinda-
I had a lady die on me, right? But she was doing everything wrong. You know, I tried to help her. She was doing everything wrong. I think after my shift, they called me. My friend called me. She was funny. She said, "Oh, you." She said you killed her.
Why are you laughing? How'd you commit?
No. Because it was a joke from her.
Started out laughing.
It was a joke from her though. But of course, I didn't
Was
kill
it?
a woman.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't kill a woman. The woman, she just didn't do the right things after I left or whatnot. But at the same time, I mean,
And you have those patients, right? I had one where she was intubated. She didn't want it in. Like, ma'am, you cannot breathe. She was like
Snatching
continuously ripping
snatching
it
stuff out.
like
Man, come
punching
on.
us, we had to put the little boxing gloves on and everything. Like, and she ripped it out.
Well,
She
we
ended up
talking-
living, but it was doctor's orders for her to have it in. But she ripped it out and she was fine.
We're talking about patience, man.
Yeah, I was finna say, has any of y'all had to make it on like a personal level? You know, with somebody that you
I
were
got
actually
personal
close
with
to.
this
You know,
patient that-
where y'all had to see that. You know,
What do you mean?
like you had to make a decision on one of your family members or something like that.
Oh, no, ain't no doctors.
no,
That's
no.
what people was getting paid more than me. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But this one patient I felt like kept blowing his trach. Blowing his trach music.
That is the most
That white stuff
disgusting
on that
mucus.
boy.
It's like, you turn him away from you to change stuff. He wait till I'm on the side
to blow
that
it.
he's on it and blow it. So, I'm just in the story there.
There you go. Just
but
in the story.
I appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he know.
Listen, it take a special type of person to work patient care. It's special, bro.
The worst one is the fights, though. The worst one is the fights. Patients will fight you.
Swing on you in the middle. And
Yeah.
sometimes they not in their right mind. Like when they feeling
Oh,
bad,
the
they on
dementia
meds
patients and stuff like that?
stuff like they'll swing. Like in ICU they get night psychosis where they've been in ICU for days. They don't know the day from the night. So they'll think it's the daytime and they're like, let me outside. Ma'am, it's 2 a.m. You can't go outside. Bloop bloop. You catch a 2-piece like, I need help, then you gotta put straps on them and they in their bed.
Most dementia patients are happy. Like when you think about all the things that you could get that'll kill you, cancer hurts, it's painful. Dementia tends to bother the normal more than it bothers a person who got it.
They don't know.
They in 1943 at a ball, having a good ass time with the president, and you know what I'm saying. It bothers you, because they thought that trash can was a toilet. But to them, they just went to use a bathroom. That shit ain't bothering them.
Right.
Yeah, they in a whole different world. Worst thing you can do is try to make them live in yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got, as a care partner, you got to go in there and live in their world.
Come on, care partner.
It's 1943.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's how it
saying?
works.
That's where you live. That's where we live.
And don't tell them nothing different because you're going to disrupt what they got
What you
going
gonna tell
on.
her?
What about the
It's
families?
2020. Your mama's dead. Your friends are dead. Everybody's
be.
dead. You the only one alive. Like, what the hell would you do that
You let
for?
it be.
You never got to it with the families?
Yeah.
Because the families come up there, they be talking, man. Shit.
And
Don't
don't be
they?
knowing
They
what
be
they
like,
be
it's-
talking
it's
about.
2005,
Y'all ain't clean her
Dad.
up.
You
Yes,
know.
we did. You think we
This
gonna
why
dip
we
her
don't
in the
come.
tub?
This why we ain't come see mama, because y'all up here, y'all unprofessional.
What she ate today, ma'am, the hospital food. What
Right.
she can't eat nothing else. She hungry. The kitchen closed at 6 and you cannot bring no food.
Why is
here.
pureed like that? It's like, because if you give her anything else, she'll choke.
Man, we can't stay in here. No, ma'am, you
Nope.
cannot. This is ICU. You gotta go. We had hours.
All
They
y'all
call
can't
all
be in
ty-
here.
I'll call all types of the night. It's 3 a.m. How's my mother? She sleep where you need to be.
There you go.
She sleep.
Man, I can't lie though, man. I actually did have to make that decision.
Oh,
as
for a family member?
Yeah,
Damn.
with my pops. Like,
Oh,
because
wow.
he had cancer or whatever. So, it wasn't like a surprise or nothing like that. But they did actually, approach us and tell us, hey, this is the time frame. This is the, what you really looking at. So what's up? So, like we did have to face that. And of course it's not easy, and it ain't like we was best friends or nothing like that. I had the best relationship, but still having to deal with that. It's like, damn, like this is real. Like, it's not me. So I want to make him as comfortable as I can, and be whatever I'm supposed to be at this moment. But you don't know what that is, because it's like, shit, this is like the biggest fear of everybody. You know what I mean? Like, how can I, offset that? Like, there's nothing that I can really do. And so, like, yeah, it was tough and it was hard. But even making a decision, it's like, you get to a point to where they say, like, man, you really, it does get to a point to where you don't have a decision to make. If you wait too late, yeah, you don't have a decision anymore. They're more so telling, like, this is what it is. And so it's not easy. And yeah, we sat there and we watched them, and my mama, she was holding his hand or whatever, and she could tell, like, we were all nervous and everything, of course, because it's like, ain't none of us ever been through this or nothing like that. But he was clenching, but she said she could tell, like, there was a moment where she saw in his eyes where he told us, like, she said his name, or he said her name or whatever, Ed, I love you, whatever, and then kind of released her hand to where, to that point, she felt like, okay, he had made peace with whatever was coming, and she was like, she told us, like, it is what it is, and we couldn't do nothing but just like deal with it. Like, so we didn't really say yay or nay, slick, really, because it's like, man, how could we, like, what are you gonna, what we look like saying, yeah, go ahead, nah. But if this is what it is, if it's inevitable, you know what I'm saying, what can you really do? So we just had to sit there, and we deal with it. But we all pull from my mama's strength, though. We kind of following her because she's the wife, she's our mother. Like, man, y'all are the one, you know what I'm saying, that brought us here or whatever. And she was very strong. We was fortunate for that. But nah, it's not easy. He was in hospice and everything too, and he wasn't ready necessarily. You know what I'm saying, to go. Like, he went like, yeah. He didn't tell us that, at least anyway. But so that made it even a little. But yes, it's never easy.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's big time.
Cancer's devastating to the body,
man.
But we still cool. We strong. You know what I'm saying, and we were able to cope.
Yeah,
we learned how to cope. We knew how to cope, which goes back to what we were talking about earlier.
And just to offer that, like, if you cannot watch anybody pass away, you don't have to. Like, you can literally leave the hospital and everything will be okay. I've seen people like, they want to be in there, but as the heart monitor is going to, you can't do that. There's nothing else left to be done. The heart rate at 20. You probably are the type that need to go home. Yeah. Everybody can't sit there and watch that. So know your strengths too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Make your peace with it.
Because that was one of my biggest fears. I didn't want to like trigger him, you know what I'm saying, to any kind of emotional something that would make him have some kind of, physical health, situation or whatever. That's what I was always thinking. I don't want to bring up something that may raise his blood pressure or something like that,
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
But it's high burnout in those type of fields. You know what I'm saying? ICU, acute care, those different type of burn units.
ER.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And hospice. All them different units. It's you're gonna see turnover a whole lot, because if you can do that and eat a sandwich next to a dead body, you need to leave.
You need
to leave because you're not sensitive enough to
or you're in the right spot, because not everybody else is built for that. Because one of the units I wanted to work so bad was palliative. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. But I'm okay with I'm okay with people passing. And listen, to be honest with you, the care doesn't stop after the person dies.
It doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? Now the care is postpartum care or postpartum or whatever they call it. Postmortem.
Yeah.
After you pass, you're finna have a lot of fluids and stuff like that. So before rigor mortis,
don't take me back there.
I got you. Before rigor mortis sets in, you want somebody to try to get your body together. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to go to a funeral home and stuff like that. So you want to be a little bit more presentable for your family when they come, to see your body. So yeah, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna do that. I didn't mind doing that job. I liked it. I was okay with it. So I mean, some people
like somebody's got to do it.
Being numb to death is just something that I just felt like I was just numb to it. Like, people, and every time you would have somebody, something would trigger you to be like, oh my God, I can't believe they passed. But just being numb to it, I was like, this ain't right, bro. Like, this ain't right.
Yeah.
But because you see it as a job. But when it happened to my grandmother, right, and I started seeing all the symptoms in her that I would see in my patients, I'm not gonna say it affected me more, but I knew what was happening, better than my family did. And while they were like, "Oh, maybe she'll," and you
can see the denial.
Yeah, and I'm like,
families have.
Nah, that's not how that worked. There's no reverse for this. Once she starts doing this, and so it was the fact that she was leaving. I was going through that. Through that whole emotional thing before everybody else was. They were late. So by the time they started crying, I'd already done my
You
crying.
processed it.
Yeah. And, so I don't know, but it hit me just as hard.
Yeah.
So I don't think that I was super numb. It's just like when you're on your job. But if it comes to your people and your loved ones, you still gonna feel.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I just still feel like they're people.
I'll say, and being numb is different from knowing how to cope, being able to cope. Just because you're numb, that's not saying that you're coping with it. Like, you have no, empathy or anything to it. Okay.
People are just strong. But let's jump on into ranting time and get everybody an opportunity to get on here.
This is the VIP. It's your time to shine. Let your rant be heard around the globe. It's ranting time on Look Who's Ranting Now. Don't be scared. We don't bite. Call in now. The lines are open.
All right, it's time for ranting time.
I'm mad y'all reading us in the comments. They're talking about we thought there was a ranting time.
Might as well be, right?
Shout out to Mr. Eli. You right.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. It's time for you to call in and speak your piece. Whatever's on your mind, feel free to call in and be a part of the show. Or if anybody in studio has something they want to rant about, feel free to do so. See out there, we had a moment. That's what we had.
Yeah.
Had some ex-healthcare workers in here,
Oh. I'm still a healthcare worker. I just work on the admin side.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Nobody got a rant. Everybody had a good week. Everybody good.
You had a great week.
Come on,
It could be something positive.
I had a rant, but listen, I feel like we was talking too much
now, right?
Don't get shot during rant time now.
Oh, listen, let me go in there. Shit, cause
go in.
I think I've had the same rant before, but at the same time, I'm gonna give it again.
Why?
Because it needs to be said.
Is it
You trying to make somebody else?
No.
Okay.
It ain't homeless people.
I'm about to say at least spread it out a little bit.
He's synonymous with homeless
I'm
people.
telling you.
What?
He do not like homeless.
What did they do to you?
Nothing. Listen. No. I'm not against homeless people. Since y'all bring it up, I am for homeless people. I'm for their rights to be out there on the street doing what the fuck they do.
I should have never said that, bro. What's your
living
rant?
their best life. All right, listen. This is my rant. I am super happy that I feel like we're starting to move toward away from all this violence in rap, all this violent criminal culture that we all support. I feel like as a culture, we're starting to be like, that's a little whack.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little time to move past it. That and this, there's so much violence out there right now. I'm not sure if y'all are, but I'm not scared, but I'm ready. And I'm looking, my head's on a swivel because this folks getting broke into, cars getting broke into every night. These kids is out here on a rampage. They shooting at cops. They doing all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They killing everybody.
Teenagers.
Killing everybody out here. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
But listen, one thing I think that in the wake of that, I think a lot of us are starting to be like, yo, let's switch to a more positive thing, reach out to more positive people. I think we're starting to get away from that. I know the younger crowd is doing that a little bit slower than we are, but remember, we was the ones that kind of came up on a lot of gangster rap, a lot of negativity, and I think we're just moving away from that. So that's my rant. I'm really happy about that. I think as a people, as Black people, I'm really proud of us because I'm starting to really see us make a curve and just turn away from that. So I'm with that.
And you know what? Another thing our culture is doing, like recognizing like emotional intelligence, which I don't think we did that a lot at all. Like we were just out here surviving and navigating. Emotional intelligence, mental health wasn't a thing for us. So now we're doing that. So I like that.
Man, one thing I will say that's good about young folks is they're not taking shit lying down. Like parenting styles and shit like that, they will expose your ass. They will be on social media calling you toxic parent, you know what I'm saying? They're not just going to take the ass whoopings and the you know what I'm saying? They
it's
call
gentle
that shit.
parenting now. You have to be a gentle parent.
You got to be a gentle parent.
Hey, don't piggyback on my rant with that.
Listen, your rant is finished.
I firmly disagree.
Listen, they just so different now. Like they voice all of their opinions, all of their stuff on social media.
That's because they can. They have social
media.
media.
They got social media to do so.
When your parents back in the day, when they told us,
when
call them on me. Call them on me.
I wish you would.
I wish you exactly. Nowadays, you say that, they gonna be right there.
And these kids today got CPS numbers.
You be stuck in the system.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that's so much better.
Right, exactly. Right.
Blame game, y'all. That's all I see with the young folk. Blame game.
Blame game.
Yeah,
Not the stomp.
We praise victimhood nowadays, man. That's how you get the bag.
You think
That
so?
is how you get the bag. Folks love a good victim.
Hell yeah, that's how you get it.
Listen, I seen a young dude and he was talking about slavery and all this other stuff, and I was just like, I can't, bro. Like slavery. You talking about?
He don't know what that feel like.
Are you so separated from slavery, bro? And like, dude was mad. He was like, man, I can't believe they did that to us. I was like, for real?
Like, yeah, right. That's not.
They did it to you too.
Yeah, like that's not your struggle
Move
nowadays.
the fuck on, bro.
You still, we still have struggles, and you know what I'm saying. But that ain't yours, right?
Listen,
now.
they'll march on anything except for a job. You feel me? You know, listen, come on, man. They stand up to anything except
They'll
you
walk
know,
out.
Why would you say that?
They'll walk.
I'm just being honest.
They'll walk out of that. They'll march out of the job in a heartbeat.
Y'all sound like some old uncles in here.
Nah,
telling
I'm just
you.
saying.
Boy,
They
but
too
it's
cool
true.
to work in McDonald's. That's why they robbing your ass.
Hey, that's real.
He right though.
You right. I can't get caught dead at McDonald's. Nigga, give me everything. Shoes too, nigga.
Get naked.
Oh shit.
I ain't laughing with y'all.
You ain't got to.
Hey,
Well, listen.
But listen,
on
all that
all these-
CPS and all these soft
But he
ass
right,
parents.
though.
Listen, I don't want to take your baby away from you. I don't.
Mm.
But you better get his ass together. he wind up at my house.
I can see
He wind up at my
I can
house.
see
I'm
Razzman
gonna
in
beat
court.
his ass like
I
his
ain't
mama
want to
should.
take your baby away from you, but you ain't raising him.
You ain't raising him right. You keep him in the house. Shit.
I'm gonna get that
But
shit
that's-
you should have gave to him at the house. You feel me?
Good ass whooping. But that's what some kids need. But I got this Neighbors app. I don't know if y'all got that shit. I see all these alerts. 3 teenagers checking car doors and 3, couple teenagers out in the parking lot doing this and that. It's always some young folks.
Mm-hmm.
And I be thinking like, damn, I don't want to do that to no young person. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get me some less lethal rounds.
And they all got
hope
guns.
that-
When you first see them, you don't know how old they are.
They
You just
all
see
got
somebody
guns.
checking your doors.
And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But
You better stop playing with these young dudes. Man, there was this black dude went outside. He was trying to protect his car. He had an AR. His slow ass was trying to pull a gun up. When I tell you they rained bullets on his ass, boy, listen, shot the whole neighborhood up. That nigga he dropped the gun, tried to run back in the house. It's a miracle he survived. Boy, you better quit playing, man. You better quit trying to be soft on these little boys. They not playing.
Shoot first.
They were shooting at the cops in Murfreesboro just this weekend.
Really?
Kids.
Kids, yeah. Out joyriding with folks stolen cars.
Listen, I think they
out
stole 10 cars in a day.
They out
It was
here
like the
playing-
same little group.
And for what?
They out here playing Grand
For
Theft Auto
what?
in real
Yep,
life.
in real life.
Cutting up the folks' cars, no reason. Just doing some shit.
They trying to be a video game.
They're gonna be one. They're
Oh,
just
yeah.
not gonna respawn. After
gonna
that
respawn.
They don't get an extra life.
They don't get an extra
man.
life. You're not gonna wake up with with a new health bar. Nigga.
That's
It's
why
over.
that's what I'm thinking these soft ass parents. And it's not even just that they soft. I think it's just that we just in a place where we don't have a lot of leadership or guidance. And I think a lot of people are like searching for answers. So if we all searching, if your mama's searching, then shit, how you gonna find the answers? So I got a heart for that, but
Or they in a co-parenting situation with the child.
Caller,
You know what I'm saying?
you are now live
'Cause
on
I heard
Look Who's
this-
Ranting Now.
I heard somebody tweet out I seen somebody tweet out, you should ask your child, how your parenting style is and what ways you can be a better parent. And to that I agree.
Mhm.
You can ask. But listen, if you're gonna base your parenting off of what the child tells you, ask them when they 2 then. Tell them they only want ice cream and waffles and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Teenagers gonna say, leave me the fuck alone,
Yeah.
and pay the phone bill and stay out of my room and I want my door locked and I want to smoke some weed and I want it's like I'm not co-parenting with you.
Right.
Or
So while
like
your
friend-
feedback is valuable,
or like too much
it ain't
being
law
friends
then.
with their kids. Like I see so many videos of mamas smoking with their sons, drinking alcohol, just they in a club together. What are y'all doing?
Stay out. Just let me know
shit.
you're safe, but you can stay out as long as you want.
How about
Hell
the videos
no.
where they going in on somebody on live and then they got the kids in the back going in cussing just as much as they are?
Yep.
Yeah,
And they be
bitch,
these
you
little
know.
young kids, not more than this, high
Yes.
saying every cuss word. They think
Yes.
it's funny. What you said, little poo poo?
Right.
Yep.
They yeah.
Tell him what he is.
Say it again.
yeah. Say it again.
There's
Let
no
me get my phone
boundaries
out.
with parenting, and these new parents have no boundaries with their kids.
Who called?
No.
Because all we care about is getting
Oh yeah, we got a
followers.
call.
Yeah, we
Who's
got
on?
like a bug on the line.
Hey, like a
Bug?
bug.
Come on in
What
here
up,
with your
Leica?
ring.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
Hey, boo.
What up?
My rant is COVID sucks. It's the first time I ever got it, and this shit is not fun. So please be safe. That's it.
Oh, get
Hope you
well,
get better.
boo.
Get better.
It's not fun.
It's not at all.
It's not fun.
That's what I've heard. Man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing.
But listen, if you're a far right winger, you can just believe it don't exist. You know, they'd be like,
Telling
COVID's
you.
not real. You know,
Yeah, I'm a right winger. My rant is why the hell you call in telling me that shit?
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, it don't exist.
You just got the flu, honey.
Listen,
That's all.
it exists in mask are a thing of
You
the
got that
past.
swine
Nobody
shit.
wears masks. I be one of the
That's
only
true.
people in the store with a mask, and people be looking at me crazy. I be like, y'all are some fools.
Well, I mean, you in the South, like
You in the South, yeah.
you in the
that's
South.
real.
Listen,
that mean?
they wasn't wearing it at the Pika.
Right.
Wasn't
the
they,
Pika
though?
COVID. You
I
go
ain't
into
gonna
Walmart, it was like, how you doing, brother?
Hey, like I feel your pain though, because like you got past COVID, the height of COVID, all the stigmatism and everything about it, and then caught it right when COVID was on its downslope.
Downslope.
It
That
ain't
shit
never
happened
been
to
on
me.
a down
That shit
slope.
happened to me 2 weeks ago, and I was like, damn, how I catch it? You
You
know,
had COVID
Because you
too?
probably already
I
had
ain't-
it the whole time.
nah, I had it
slick.
the beginning of the beginning of July.
Beginning of July.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beginning of July. I ain't
Do you feel
come in
like-
here with it and give it to everybody.
Do you feel like you
Yeah,
can
no,
trace it
you
back
didn't
to
give it to
how you
everybody.
got it?
Nah, to be
You
honest
can't
with you,
feel like-
nah. But I remember that shit hit me hard.
You
and I
got
was
it from
I-
Chicago.
No, I was in
With them
Chicago doing
goons
a
up
job.
there.
Does it really matter?
I was in Chicago doing a job, and listen, it
Yeah.
felt so crazy because I was like, shit, I got to get back home. Not only that, but I was like, I didn't know what was going on with me. But I'm gonna tell you something. Well, listen, do not test before you get on that damn plane. I'm so happy the shit didn't really hit me hard until after I was already on the
He
plane.
traveling with
Because you
COVID.
can't. I didn't know I had it until I got.
You
So
knew
I
you
didn't
had it.
test. I didn't test until I got
I
home.
wait till I get home.
I didn't know what was going on with my body. I was like, why am I so fucking
You had a
gassed?
high fever, huh?
I did, but I
That
was
fever
but-
ain't no joke.
Well, listen, I was drinking beers at the airport because I was like, man, something's wrong. Or something. Listen, I asked the old lady.
I
Listen,
know.
old lady ain't. Old
Beer's
ladies
gonna
ain't,
fix it.
old ladies ain't what they used to be. I asked all these old black women at the airport because I was taking Southwest, so it was all black folks. So I was asked this old lady.
Oh my God! I did Southwest
Yeah,
like
hey, listen,
that.
I love Southwest. But anyways, old black
You need
ladies.
spirit.
And I'm
Spirit is
asking all these old black ladies. I said, "When you got some medicine, and none of them had it." I was like, "Yo, they don't make old black women like they used to.
Sure
How the hell y'all
don't.
ain't got no damn medicine?" They used to
Man.
carry a whole pharmacy in their purse.
Right.
But I did roll up on one lady, but she was
Then
she.
he rolling. He probably gave all the women COVID.
I rolled up on one lady. She had, but this was after I drank all my beers and they didn't work. So I was like, "Shit," and my head
The
still hurt.
beers didn't work.
Nah, they didn't. I tried to equal myself out once I couldn't get no medicine. But anyways, yeah, COVID at the end. COVID now is worse than COVID before, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
And then after you done got all the vaccines and stuff, and my dad was telling me, "Yeah, I just got my 3rd booster, bro. You still getting boosters? I'm
You're
done."
doing right.
Man, listen, I
He
was
doing
done
right. He
after the
doing right.
second shot that you had to come back for 3 weeks and get. I
Yeah.
did that. No boosters.
I got one
none of that
booster,
shit.
but I'm
That's
thinking
it.
about going to get another one.
I'm gonna get a booster too.
COVID.
Yeah.
Like I had it in 2020,
Mhm.
and like my symptoms were like I had a fever one day. I was sleepy all the time, and I had body aches one night. And I lost my sense of smell, but I wasn't coughing. I could still taste. Like it was after I got over COVID, then everything start happening. Like I'm still dealing with something right now. It's called vestibular imbalance. So like sometimes like I'm off or whatever. Like people are mistaken for me being tipsy, drunk, stuff like that. But yeah, it's no fun. So like a bug, I definitely hope you get better. Yeah.
So how was having that in like the peak of all the COVID freak out? Like, did people treat you like a pariah, or because back in the beginning, like March 2020, when folks started finding out about it, they was treating COVID like people are treating monkeypox now. Like if you got monkeypox now and you approach somebody, they might shoot you or some shit.
Or like back then, you had to like not cough. Like, bro, I swallow my spit.
You
I
remember
swear,
that?
like,
You
We
cough
talked
you
about
cough
that,
at
man.
Walmart, you liable to get shot.
You
boy.
liable to get shot,
It's
no
dry
doubt.
air. Hold
yeah, like, hold on now.
You be on the plane holding a sneeze. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do nothing.
Man.
You call somewhere. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
You gotta explain. I swear I'm not sick. I swear.
swear.
Yeah. This lady just did that with us. The one we did the move for. Yeah, she just did that. She was like, I promise you it's not COVID.
Hacking.
Kept on going.
And then,
it's not COVID, I promise.
Everybody that's coughing swears it's not COVID. It was probably one of them motherfuckers I got it from.
Right.
It's not COVID. It's not COVID, brother.
And then they're predicting like everybody, not everybody, but monkeypox it's not going away, guys. Like it's here, it's a thing. Then they, polio is in New York. Yeah. Like it's just crazy. And then for the monkeypox does have a
Polio's
vaccine.
in New York.
Yeah, polio. They have 2 cases of polio right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did they have a vaccine? Because I know they had some anti-vaxxers.
Don't we all take that measles, mumps, rubella shit back in the day?
But you would need a booster at this point. That don't work from when you were 7, bro. I'm sorry to tell you.
Well, what the fuck they give it to us for then?
You think a vaccine lasts all your life?
What was the point? I thought it was to prevent you from
for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Hold on, is the polio in
what
kids
other
or
vaccine?
adults?
What other vaccine have you
Adults
ever taken twice? Like the one you taking?
Tetanus, every time I go to my
different. You know what I'm saying? But you get all the other ones?
No, because I'm not in school age and stuff like that. It's eradicated, right? But now, and polio was eradicated. It's back now. They did it to eradicate it. It's back now.
It was extinct, but now all of a sudden.
It's New York's water system that has polio in it.
Oh, maybe it never left in the first place.
The water got polio in it?
Their water is contaminated in New York, yeah.
Oh, shit. Wow. So. That's over. It's 10 million people in just New York City alone.
I'm telling you.
Damn.
No joke.
I need to open up a bottled water company or some shit. Start. The nigga who's selling dollar waters up there, the price just went up. $2. $2.
$5.
$5. Unless you want to catch that shit.
Yeah. But the vaccines will be available to people.
And then they say was another virus coming out.
I think so.
Coming out. What, they got a virus release party or something?
They found the case.
Wait, what the hell? How y'all know this shit is coming out?
And
that's what I'm talking about.
That nigga said,
okay, so what?
That nigga said in stores.
Yeah, right. Coming soon. Virus.
Don't give me the line.
Omicron XYZ.
What does it do?
Yeah. What does it do?
They said it's worse than COVID. I quit reading because I wasn't interested, but I just heard it was.
It's funny how they always get worse.
I was telling these tourists about the
about
the monkeypox, and I was telling them, I said, hey, those sores, whatever they call them,
some of them
those
are permanent.
blisters, some of them are permanent.
Really?
Not only that, but what you say they feel like?
Shards of glass.
Shards of glass in your face.
Shards of glass in your ass. I watched this YouTube video. I didn't have it. Don't try to play me with it. She was like, what the fuck?
That was going to be my nigga, how you know?
Now I watched this YouTube video of people that have monkeypox, and they was like,
what? Tell me.
Trying to set me up.
How you know, nigga?
I had no fucking monkeypox. But look at Boo.
Oh, Fred, I'm trying to slip out of this.
He's funny as hell. I watched this YouTube video of dudes, like people talking about them having monkeypox and what the blisters and shit felt like.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude said it felt like shards of glass, like he was sitting on shards of glass.
So did these people already have the chicken pox?
Nah, that ain't got nothing.
Ain't got shit to do
That's
with it?
shingles. So if you already had chicken pox, you get shingles.
As an adult,
yes.
Well, she hipped all this.
So you've dealt with people that had shingles, though, right?
I'm telling you, I read CDC website since this came out. I be on it. I read how many cases our state got. I be
How many
on it.
cases do we got?
We about to be at 100.
The monkeypox?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Really?
Statewide, that's not bad. Like New York has over 2,000. California has over 1,000.
I bet most
Statewide-
of them is in Davidson County.
I'm not sure, but
Hopefully
statewide
in
we're
Shelby
not
County.
even-
Nah, it's
I'm
in-
sorry.
it's in
Sorry,
Mem-
Memphis.
It's in
Hopefully they in
Memphis.
Shelby County.
It's in Memphis. I know it, right?
But we're increasing about 7 or 8 cases like every
Better
week.
y'all
It's
than us.
slow though. It's really slow. So it's not so bad.
I'm gonna close the show.
So what's the heal time? Like what? Like
2 to 4 weeks. So
My
you're supposed to
God.
quarantine for 2 to 4 weeks.
But they said that shit can last 6 months though. They said monkeypox can last 6 months.
I
That's
think in
the
rare
They
cases.
could have
No rare
said 9
cases.
months. They could have said 12. How do
They
we
can
know?
keep it. They can keep it.
Nigga, they ain't no better than you.
Bro, I don't even like looking at it. Ugh.
Of course they do.
Listen, monkeypox. If you find out somebody have monkeypox, they just gonna be like off the social.
And then why,
Right.
you know,
For
like
a
just
minute,
like COVID,
social
everybody
group.
looking at these people dirty, like, oh, you dirty, you nasty. But then like this guy uploaded a video of monkeypox talking about, I know I'm supposed to be inside, but I was hungry. I went to go get some
I
McDonald's.
seen it.
Man, I was about to say something I ain't supposed to say on
The
this
guy
show
had
no
a
more.
drink in his hand. Or
Yeah, and I mean monkeypox everywhere. He
Right.
went.
He
to
went
Mc-
to.
Talking about I was
Uh.
hungry. I had no food in the house. I had to go to McDonald's.
Did they see him walk in like that?
He was
He
in a
went
car.
to drive through,
He
but
was in a car.
I mean, you're exchanging. Like you just
Right.
didn't care about
Yeah,
these people, bro.
So didn't.
That's why the stuff spread. And like, and then people was like, they went in on him. He in the comments like, it's not that serious. It
Yeah, it is.
Hold
It
on.
is.
And
Listen.
where was this at? Where was
I
it?
forget where he.
No,
was
it's
at.
not.
Hey,
No.
hey, the trouble. We got to close things out. We at the 2
Great
hour mark.
show,
before the,
guys.
yeah, great show. I enjoyed it.
Lost in the sauce.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I had a great time. Shout out to Razzman for bringing the Trulies in studio, man.
Hey.
Listen,
My man.
yeah, turned the party up a little bit. Shout out to our amazing producer, Mr. Boom, in the building. Appreciate you for always being here. Definitely. Shout out to Your Good Karma.
Hey.
We got Cherry Lady Diva in the building.
You know.
Thank you so much for joining. Chef Magic. And of course, Razzman.
What up? What up?
Thank y'all, man, for being a part of the show. Shout out to the callers, Just Angel, Like a Bug for calling in, Mr. Eli for being in there, going back and forth with us.
Cutting up in there.
To Mr. Gray, everybody, thank y'all so much for being a part of the show. It was cool. It was fun. I think we're back in the swing of things, right? Feels good.
Absolutely, because I was rusty.
Yeah, we was rusty week 1, but we're back. Catch you cool cats next week. Peace.
Remember to follow the podcast and come back next week, Thursday at 8:30 p.m. live on PodBean.
7 p.m. I'm going to get that changed. I promise.
I mean, you don't got to if we go back to 8.
Look at the late niggas. No, I want to go back.
It's 7 o'clock kicking my ass, boy. I was in the middle of shit.
All that flu shit is bullshit.
What's that?